Final play, looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turf, gets smoked right away, and that'll do it. The 49ers back to the championship game.
Oh, baby. Who's ready for Philly? Huh? Who's ready for a cheesesteak? That's the Dallas Cowboys who fly back this morning and clean out their lockers, and the Niners in a hard-fought backyard brawl type of football game. It wasn't easy. Nothing was pretty. Brock looked unsure of himself in the first half. McCaffrey was shut down, but the Niners kept pounding. They kept chucking. They kept being physical. And in the fourth quarter, they were able to do just enough to outlast this tough, physical Dallas Cowboys team. And boy, does it feel good to head back to the NFC Championship for the third time in 4 years as the Niners outlast the Cowboys 19-12, a classic NFC divisional round playoff game. We'll get all into it and take your phone calls this morning. 888-957-9570. Good morning to everybody out there getting off their graveyard shifts. Good morning to everybody out there, teachers, students, fans who were at Levi's yesterday. What an atmosphere, what an environment, and what a win for the 49ers, Shasky.
I mean, just so many people that need to get love this morning. I don't even know where to begin. I saw a game yesterday that felt like a playoff game. The physicality, the fighting for every inch. I mean, how many times did the Niners get a little run and you're like, ooh, that's like a 4-yard run. You're like, oh no, because their defensive line was in our backfield. That's really like a 1-yard run. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like all game. And it felt like every inch, every blade of grass on that field was being fought for by gladiators yesterday. It was unbelievable to see these linebackers. Fred Warner played his heart out. I thought Fred Warner had an unbelievable game.
Fred Warner was shined yesterday.
I thought he was unbelievable. I thought Van Der Esch and Micah Parsons and DeMarco Lawrence and the Cowboys, that was as stout a defense as I can remember the Niners facing. Brock made just enough throws in that game. The seam route in the first quarter to Kittle, the throw to Ayuk to get him, down close for a little chip field goal, which got him a first down. And then obviously the throw to Kittle late in the game where Kittle bobble, and makes the catch. I mean, just unbelievable. And Elijah Mitchell with an unbelievable run. I know we all want him to stay in bounds, but he's tiptoeing the line.
Slide in bounds would have been the best move there.
I know. It's tough because he was just getting around the corner.
Right, I know.
It was really difficult. It was really difficult. But look, all things being considered, situational football before the end of the half. Brock's got the ball with 11 seconds.
Shanahan was making me nervous with the clock management.
Bonte.
The clock management made me scratch my hand a little bit.
There was 7 seconds on the clock. I said, you know what? I'd probably take the field goal right now. Brock scrambles, and everyone's thinking the same thing. Oh, my God, they're not going to have enough time. And he throws it away with enough time.
1 second.
Oh, thank God.
I thought earlier in the drive when they ran a couple run plays and they let the clock elapse.
You were losing it.
I was losing it a little bit. It was like, Shanahan, what are we doing?
He made a great throw to Jawan Jennings, now that I think about it, on that third down. On the, I think it was third or second down. Right. He stepped up and hit him on a deep crosser. Look, there wasn't a lot of offense in this game, Bonte, and that's part of playoff football against an elite opponent.
Physicality, playoff football, and look, I thought George Kittle. We discussed this game last week. When was he going to get that playoff moment? Well, I think yesterday that was the George Kittle game.
I'm with
you.
To
help carry the passing game and help out a young Brock Purdy who, look, he never faced speed like that before on the defensive end of the football. You bring out the best defense in a long time. Probably the best defense the Niners have faced since the NFC Championship. L.A. Rams with that front four.
Are they better? I'm asking.
They may be better, this defense. But
balanced.
I'm saying the Niners haven't faced a physical defense like this since the L.A. Rams, probably the NFC
100%.
title game.
I said
and they were all over it. They were all over it. They shut down all the running lanes for the first 3 quarters of the game.
There was nowhere to go.
They got after Brock Purdy.
Yeah, they did.
They weren't going for the screen game. They're a very good defense when it comes to the screen game. And I also thought, going into the week, how will Kyle Shanahan attack Dan Quinn? They know each other. They coached together for 2 years down in Atlanta. Dan Quinn knows the Shanahan offense. He knows the weaknesses, and they were physical, and they shut them down. Now, we'll get to Philadelphia later in the week, but that's something to be concerned with. Does Philly have the same speed as Dallas on defense? Well, they're secondary of ball hawks, and if you tip some passes around in that secondary, they will intercept the passes, but we'll get to that later in the week. This Dallas defense is good.
It really was good. It felt like to me they were bracketing Ayuk Ayuk, and then daring someone else to win a one-on-one matchup. And I've told you, like going back to training camp, that's not really the specialty of these wide receivers outside of Ayuk. Ayuk can get separation, but when you're bracketing him, it just, to me, it felt like there weren't a lot of open targets in this game in general.
I thought Dallas wasn't fooled by any of the play action.
Exactly.
Any of the drag routes. They watched the film from Seattle last week. They were all over those deep crossers. Nothing was really open. Juwan Jennings hit a big one there. I believe that was in the second half, or was that into the second quarter?
No, that was the end of the second quarter on that
drag route. Yeah, on that drag route.
And that was a great throw by Purdy. He stepped up and made a really nice throw.
That was one of the few drag routes.
To the left.
That was one of the few drag routes that was open for the 49ers.
They had that delay. It looked like they brought juice on a Texas route, and they threw that delay slant to Debo and got him going a little late in the game. But it felt like Debo and CMC couldn't get it going.
No, they were all over him. They were all over him.
And that's credit to Dallas's defense. Like, I'm actually walking out of that game going, hey, Dan Quinn has stifled. He did as good of a job against was that as good of a job against this offense as you've seen all year?
I mean, absolutely. But we knew this defense was going to be legit.
Even then, I think that I'm even more impressed with them. I thought Diggs did a great job. I thought Wilson had a hell of a game, even though he slipped on a couple plays. And look, they took advantage of the little tiny opportunity of the windows that were there. And so, yeah, and then special teams. Look, you gave up some huge returns in this game.
Kickoff team was terrible yesterday.
Huge returns.
Kickoff team was terrible yesterday, but you know what? You know what? You can say the kickoff team was bad. You can say Dallas's defense was swarming. You could say they shut down Debo and Ayuk and Christian
Dak gave him some
McCaffrey.
gifts.
You know, Dak Prescott, this offense really controlled it. But you know what? The Niners are going to Philadelphia.
I know.
Not the Dallas Cowboys. The Niners, knowing that they were going to be in a physical battle, knowing they were going to probably play the best team they have played all season long, they found a way. How did they find a way? Well, they didn't commit a lot of penalties, right? Dallas was a more sloppy team in that football game. Last year, they committed a ton of penalties. This year, they committed a ton of penalties. Third downs. You're 7-14 on third down, 50%. That's good. The money down. You convert half those, you extend drives, you run a little clock. Dallas 5-15 on third down. So I don't care how it looked. The fact is, you advanced and you ended the Dallas Cowboys season. You ended it. You won the football game in an absolute fist fight that you didn't control. And I'm going to take that all day long because it feels good today.
3 moments in this game where I was like, I cannot believe Shanahan's doing this, because everyone's going to lose their mind about play calling with Shanahan. Third down, multiple times, second to the last drive. He goes open set. All guys split out wide, no one in the backfield.
Empty set.
Excuse me, empty. What did I say? Open. Empty set.
Empty set.
And he throws the ball. Then on first down, with whatever, like 2 minutes to go, he throws the ball to Kittle over the middle.
Big time.
My jaw was dropped. I couldn't believe Shanahan was doing that. And I'm crediting him. I'm not, like, that's, to me, he believes in Brock Purdy.
Well, yesterday was a game about trust.
Yes.
Yesterday was a game about trust for the 49ers. So what I mean by that is, they trusted their defense to keep them in the football game.
Yes.
Defense, bend, but don't break. And the defense bent, but they didn't break. And they only allowed 12 points, right? They only allowed 12 points.
Greenlaw, pick six so bad.
Eric Armstead had the sack for the safety.
You know what, though? But I kind of, like, I'm not trying to, like, rip. I kind of understand where he's at on that play.
You got to make that play.
Because if you belly flop, now you're giving them 15 yards. They might get the ball at the 30.
Yeah, maybe. But you got to make that play.
I know.
But trust was the theme to me.
Yes.
When I left that game, I said, wow, Shanahan and DeMeco Ryans trusted that defense. But also, Shanahan trusted Purdy in the most critical situations.
Yes.
Those 2 third-down conversions, 3rd and 2. He goes empty. McCaffrey motions out of the backfield. I'm thinking to myself, he would have never done this with Jimmy Garoppolo. And Brock Purdy makes the throw to Brandon Ayuk to get a first down. They make another first down. He throws it on first down. So there's a lot of trust.
Yes.
They knew it was going to be ugly, but Shanahan trusted that defense to keep them in the game early. Keep them in the game. Bend, don't break. Because Dallas controlled that first half. And then he trusted Purdy in the most critical moment of that football game. You want to trip to Philadelphia? Well, I need you to convert a couple third downs, and I'm going to empty the backfield. It's Shanahan trusted Purdy. So yesterday, that was a trust win. They trusted all 53 men on that roster yesterday.
I thought the play of the game, and I hate to, like, boil it down to one play, but the play of the game was Brock rolling out left. They're going to throw to the short side. Instead, he pivots, turns his shoulders, and throws a strike to a crossing George Kittle, who makes the bobble catch. A, I thought he's going to get blasted. B, I thought it was going to get intercepted. And Kittle comes down with it, And it was like, oh my God, that's all they needed was one 15-plus yard play. They just needed one, and they got that. And to me, that's the signature moment thus far in George Kittle's career.
That first quarter play, 31 yards, correct? When Ayuk and Debo's coming around.
Yes.
They're coming around on play action. Purdy's rolling out left.
That was a great
and nothing was there. And all of a sudden, he looks in the middle of the field, and there's George Kittle.
I know.
And he throws it to George Kittle. George Kittle makes a great play on the ball. George Kittle played like a grown-ass man yesterday. He was the better tight end on the football field. 5 catches, 95 big-time yards. To me, that was his best playoff game as a receiver.
I agree.
As a receiver. So the Niners end up with 32 carries, 113 yards. I thought they really grinded in the second half.
They got 132 yards.
They really grinded. Only 3.5 yards a carry.
What was the longest run? The Elijah Mitchell run at the end of the game?
Yep. You know, you watch that game, and I watched most of it back last night.
Every blade of grass was a war.
Didn't it feel like one of those classic wild card
100%.
or classic playoff games where every pitch is magnified? Well, here, every snap was magnified.
Yes.
Every yard was magnified. Every first down was magnified. It was just a tug-of-war of a football game to get to Philadelphia by far. Look, Dallas, good on both sides of the football. Physical, CeeDee Lamb is special. I really like Dalton Schultz. I could question the game plan of the Dallas Cowboys, not stretching the field, just taking everything underneath. That one, I felt a little confused by that.
Did you think that they used CeeDee Lamb? Because it reminded me of the way Cooper Kupp was used. And I was telling Spadoni, like, they used CeeDee Lamb on a lot of the short stuff because we were laying off.
It.
But here's the thing. Like, I think we've kind of forgotten this. Cooper Kupp's amazing. In the NFC Championship game, Odell Beckham made plays, too.
Yeah.
And I felt like they didn't have that second guy for the wide receiver spot for Dallas to make a play outside of CeeDee Lamb.
That's why Philadelphia is going to be a problem.
Exactly.
Because Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are wide receiver number ones.
Much more balanced.
Much more balanced. And Dallas Goedert is a hell of a tight end.
And the Tony Pollard injury was massive. Like, I'm not going to sleep on it.
Listen.
He was running well.
Look, he has a lot of speed. He has a lot of explosion. I don't get why they didn't give Malik Davis a few more carries, because I told you this last week.
I don't even know what he is as a player.
Malik Davis?
Yeah, he's like a scat back?
He's got juice.
Okay.
He's got juice. I watched him in the Tennessee game. He has a lot more juice than Ezekiel Elliott. You look at Ezekiel Elliott, I told you this. Whenever you give him the ball, it's a wasted play.
Yeah. How about his drop in the red zone? I know it was slightly behind him, but like that ball goes off the shoulder pads, it goes right up in the air. I thought we were going to pick that too.
Dude, Ezekiel Elliott is done. 10 carries, 26 yards.
No guaranteed money after this year. That might have been his final game as a Cowboy.
I think that is his final game as a Cowboy.
Kind of sad.
But he's done. He's done. He's done. So the Cowboys go home. Dallas fans are all, you know what was so funny? The quick pivot with Dallas fans in the parking lot after the game. Oh, well, you guys are going to lose to Philly. We're the biggest Philadelphia Eagles fan. Wait a minute.
That's your rival.
How can you? How can you root against Philly?
I guess we are one of their rivals.
I mean, how can you root for anybody in that football game?
How many Cowboy fans with Laker tattoos did you see yesterday?
I didn't see that many.
I saw 3 of them in traffic alone on the way in.
No, I saw.
Who?
Lay off. I was walking out.
I didn't see him.
You didn't see it, but I was
did
walking
not
out.
see Guru.
And Young Mac had FaceTimed me. Young Mac FaceTimed me, right?
Okay.
After the game, I pick up. And then, I look to my left. There's John Wall. And I'm like, John.
No way.
I'm like, John, you a Cowboy fan? He goes, yeah, man. I was like, John Wall, come on, man. Hey, by the way, continued health. I hope you get healthy. I won a Clippers-Warriors playoff series. Then I go, wait a minute, John. You're from Carolina. How'd you become a guy? He goes, we didn't have the Panthers when I was growing up. I didn't really have the Panthers when I was growing up.
He's like 25, and the team's been around since the 90s.
That was his excuse.
Yeah, it's a lie.
But it was cool.
Pinocchio.
I was like, oh, look at John Wall. What do you know? And he was walking out sad.
I'm convinced that's the dumbest fan base in sports.
The Cowboys?
Yeah, they're the worst.
They are the worst.
They're the most obnoxious, worst people on the planet.
They were.
And I'm joking here, but come on. I hate the Cowboys. Look, as ugly as that game felt for a lot of people, it's one of the most satisfying victories I can remember in a long time.
It was a big win.
And I know, look, today's not the day for us to big picture, whatever. To get to an NFC Championship game 3 times now in 4 years. And to do it this way, it's one of the most fun seasons in sports I can remember for the teams that I love at the pro level. I'm blown away with DeMeco Ryans. I'm blown away with this defense. I thought the battle between Tyron Smith and Nick Bosa was an all-time battle. And I thought Tyron got the better.
Nick Bosa has to step up next week.
He got swallowed by him, no?
Nick Bosa was getting folded on the line of
I thought so,
scrimmage.
too.
He was on the ground a lot.
It's the most I've seen him fall to one knee or 2 knee because the tackle pushed him into the ground any game.
Even on the Dak rollout when Arstead didn't make the play, he got folded on that play. He got decleated right there at the goal line. I was like, damn, Bosa. He was quiet yesterday. But you know who was loud? Fred Warner Jr. Fred Warner Jr., that was one of his signature football games in the middle of that field. He was hitting. He was stuffing the run. He was really good in the pass game. That's how you step up in big-time football games. 54, Fred Warner Jr. had his signature playoff game yesterday, I believe, at Levi Stadium.
My favorite part is when multiple times they were going to go for it on fourth down, but we all knew they weren't. They were going to do the hut, and let the clock run down. And Fred is chirping at Dak Prescott. Fred is all of us, except doing it on the field in the middle. And he's pointing at Dak Prescott. You ain't going to get me. And then he's like waving them off the field. Fred Warner is an absolute savage.
I thought he was going to return that interception for a second to the house. I was like, oh, man, this is James Harrison. Let's go. All right, let's take some calls. 888-957-9570. What a win. What a win. We'll get to Philadelphia. We'll get to Rocky. We'll get to cheesesteaks later in the week. Right now, we're smoking
2023 QB1 week 1 in August in 6 months.
No, we will not
do that.
Right
now, we're going to sink into the hot tub that is a victory over the Cowboys.
That's not what this show does. We're not worried about August 1st. I'm not worried about who the QB1 is. I'm worried about Brock Purdy right now. Brock Purdy, look, no turnovers. You win the turnover battle. You're now undefeated when you win the turnover battle for the 49ers. Let's go to Coach in Vallejo. Coach, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, good morning, guys. And
good morning.
I'm one of those. I'm one of those local Cowboy fans. And being a Cowboy fan, the game turned out pretty much the way we thought. Dak Prescott throwing all up over himself. Okay, and with Jerry Jones saying, "Oh, I'll come back. I'll use Dak Prescott again." The guy had 15 interceptions, just like he did yesterday in 12 games this year. Lenore even said that I was standing right there. I couldn't believe he threw me the ball. You know, it wasn't because of pressure or anything on those turnovers. Not taking anything from the 49ers. I think the Cowboys played their hearts out.
They did.
No one thought that Bosa could be blocked by Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith. They played well.
They did.
Unfortunate what happened to Pollard. You know,
it is.
But, like I said, hats off. 49ers won. The game turned out pretty much the way I thought it would be, even though I hoped we would get the good Dak Prescott instead of the bad Dak Prescott.
Good call, Coach.
Two things quickly on that. Number one, the Tony Pollard injury. You can't discuss this game without recognizing him leaving that game.
Was a big
this is a big loss for them. It changes their explosiveness on offense. But, like, no one remembers. History doesn't remember that Tony Dorsett walked out of the NFC Championship game with a separated shoulder in the first quarter in 1982.
Injuries happen.
They do. All right. Nobody cares that Navarro Bowman got his leg snapped off in the NFC Championship game against Seattle. You think Seattle cares about that? No, it sucks.
It does suck.
It sucks. I'm not saying that it happens in the game, unfortunately.
Look,
and then Dak Prescott injury. Not injury, but the interception. The one where he rolled out to the left and Diamanor stepped up. I turned to Lucas. I go, got that. Because the second he let it go, Diamanor broke on it.
Well, I thought Michael Gallup ran a terrible route. That was a terrible route by Michael Gallup.
That. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what the route was. He just kind of ran up the field for 10 yards, turned around, and he made it easy on Lenore. It was a terrible route. Terrible.
Lenore kind of like moved him to the side, stepped in front, and was like, give me that.
Don't watch the route with Michael Gallup.
Okay, I got to check that out.
It was an awful route. Number one.
You are down on Gallup, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gallup's not that good. He gets overrated every single year.
Moving off of Amari, huh?
That's what we do with Dallas. We overrate their players.
Yeah, it's true.
Stop overrating their players. They're okay.
Well, their defense is elite.
But I thought the most critical spot in that football game happened after the Ray McLeod fumble. The way he caught that pass and high pointed. I go, Anna, and you could ask Diego Nzuri, who's sitting next to me. As soon as that ball was up in the air, I said, I don't like it. It
was like a knuckleball.
And he caught it.
I know.
He high pointed it, and he never really put that ball away. So he fumbles. I thought the Niners holding the Cowboys in 3-and-out position to make it a 9-9 game early in the third quarter. I thought everybody just kind of calmed down for a second and said, all right, we didn't blow the lead. They didn't score a touchdown to take all the momentum. A touchdown there, and I'm thinking, oh, boy, here we go. This may be it. To hold them to a field goal in that spot right at our halftime and picking up Ray McLeod, and then Ray McLeod having a big kickoff return to flip the field.
Totally redeeming himself.
I thought that was a key juncture of that football game yesterday.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. On that punt, it looked like, I thought we got our hand on the punt at first because it was like a knuckleball low liner. And when he came running up, look, I have PTSD from Kyle Williams.
Right.
I freely admit it. Every single punt, I'm afraid we're gonna fumble. That's just who I am. Anybody who sits near me knows that. B, when you catch the ball above your face
on the punt team,
inside the 10,
I know.
Like to me, it's like, what are you doing?
But they picked them up.
I know.
They picked them up,
That's the kind of play you lose the following week.
No doubt. I'm glad he got it out of his system. Because on the kickoff return, he almost broke it to the house. So he flipped the field. Look, we're going to do this. JD, Jr., Rob, Nick, we're getting all to you. We're smoking this Cowboy pack all week long as the Niners advance to the NFC Championship game for the third time in 4 years. Third time in 4 years, the Niners are heading back to the NFC Championship game, and they got to do it on the road again in Philadelphia. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Right now, we'll just salivate over this win. We'll celebrate this win over the Dallas Cowboys as they will be cleaning out their lockers today. The Niners will be watching film, getting ready for the Philadelphia Eagles. That will all be coming up. Sponsored by Cal Hope and Department of Healthcare Services. Also, the segment was brought to you by Go to State, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoToStateLumber.com, and all guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy.
The Road to Glendale is brought to you by West Credit Union. Working for you today, tomorrow, together.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. CalHope can help. Access CalHope's free and secure mental health resources. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org.
Hey, it's Joe Shasky here to talk about the tax and crypto attorneys and accountants at Kugelman Law. You've probably heard by now the IRS is receiving $800 billion to increase enforcements and audits of individuals and small business owners. Well, if that news worries you, and if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already receiving notices from the IRS or the Franchise Tax Board, then you need to contact Kugelman Law at sftaxteam.com. I know the team at Kugelman Law. I've met with them, and I know how approachable and down-to-earth they are, even when discussing major tax problems. They strive to provide effective and efficient resolutions to all your tax and crypto needs while offering straightforward and transparent pricing. So visit sftaxteam.com to schedule your consultation today to get a fair and honest assessment of your tax and crypto needs. That's sftaxteam.com. Alexander Kugelman, Managing Attorney, 21 Tamil Vista Boulevard, Suite 202, Corte Madera, California, 94925. This paid endorsement does not constitute a guarantee or prediction of results.
Hey, what's up? Mark Willard here for the Game Time app, the absolute best way to find your way into the hottest games, concerts, and events in your area at the last minute. My son actually turned me on to the Game Time app. He used it to get into a Padres-Giants game in San Diego this year. He's 15. He was like, Dad, I can get into this game tomorrow for like $15. I told him, you should do it. The Game Time app offers amazing last-minute deals on tickets, and with the NFL playoffs right around the corner, the Game Time app is where you'll want to be. But it's not only pro sports. I was looking at the app today to find Louis C.K. tickets. Ed Sheeran is coming to town. All the events, all in one spot with great deals. Game Time is the fastest growing ticketing app in the nation, and with these deals, it is no surprise. So download the Game Time app, enter your email, and redeem code THEGAME for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Once again, enter your email and redeem code THEGAME for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Now at Big O Tires, buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Nexon and Aspen tires with installation purchase. See participating store for offer details or bigotires.com for additional cash saving specials on name brand tires and auto care services. Ends January 29th.
If you're considering remodeling your home in 2023, talk with your architect or designer about utilizing Golden State Window and Door for your upcoming project. Each location across the Bay Area features beautifully planned displays. You'll be surprised by the variety of styles. Their respected partners include Anderson, Milgard, Marvin, and many other top brands. For locations, images, and more, visit goldenstatelumber.com. Since 1954, Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
Thank you to all of the business owners who kept people employed during the pandemic. For all you've done, you may be eligible to claim the Employee Retention Tax Credit, a payroll tax refund from the United States Treasury Department, applicable to businesses who kept employees on payroll during the pandemic. The window is closing to claim your refund. Contact Paychex to see if you qualify. Paychex is proud to have helped more than 45,000 businesses secure over $9.2 billion in ERTC claims, an average of $190,000 per business. 50 years and thousands of experts in HR, payroll, benefits, and insurance. You may be eligible to claim the Employee Retention Tax Credit, a payroll tax refund from the United States Treasury Department, applicable to businesses who kept employees on payroll during the pandemic. The window is closing to claim your refund. Contact Paychex to see if you qualify. Visit paychex.com/ERTC to find out how Paychex can help you get additional cash into your business. Paychex.com/ERTC. Paychex.com/ERTC.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/sports, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/sports. That's getrefunds.com/sports.
Third long, blitz coming. Prescott fires. Oh, it's intercepted. Far side of the field. Lenore read it, picked it off, and the Niners in business.
Come on, man. You got Larry June in the building. You listen to the Morning Roast, and we're doing numbers, man. Good job, Morning Roast. Sock it to me. Hey. Yee!
We are doing numbers here, Larry June. 672 people right now on the YouTube watching. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to the Xfinity Mobile text line. The Roasters represented all weekend long. The Roasters have our back.
I'm a roaster.
We have their back. And it's good to have Guru Jots back in. Cowboys lose. Cowboys week is over. We can play some Guru Jots this week.
On the real, and I'm being 100% sincere with this, the amount of love our audience and people that support this show showed us in that parking lot, it literally brought me to tears. I literally shed a tear, and to see my family get a chance to kind of see how many people that really are positively affected by us, talking about sports and goofing around and having fun. It hit my soul. And then we're walking in, and I got to be full disclosure here. We're walking in, and you walk in, you and your girl. I got me and my girl, and I got my niece, and Lucas is with us, and we're walking through, and boom, here comes E40 walking at us. And you dap up E40, he's dapping you up, and I lean forward like I'm gonna dap up E40, and he just kept walking. And I got hung up in the air like the Sprite commercial getting jammed on the rim because he was going wherever.
Oh man,
and I was
tried to give him
damn!
I tried to be like, yo, that's my guy Joe Shasky. He just threw up the deuces like, hey, whatever.
He was going to some
tailgate. He goes, Fonte, man. And then his boy Zeem, his security guard, and Mrs. Stevens, of course, who we all love. It was great to see.
I love 40 Water, and I just wanted to dap him up so bad. I got hung up in the air, and there was no return high five or anything, and I was like, damn. And then I tried to play it off like I was cool. I was like, I hope nobody's seen that.
I sure didn't see it.
You ever know when that happens, and you go to dap somebody up, and they leave you hanging?
It's the worst.
You have to slap your own hand.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, I spun around and all right. I'll see you 40.
Let's get this out
sometimes
the way.
like a stretch or something to kind of sell it.
JD, Junior, Rob, Nick, Deli Boy, we'll get to you in a second.
Deli Boy.
But it's time for taking them to school. Brought to you by Evergreen Valley College. Home of free tuition for spring 2023, beginning January 30th. The Golden State Warriors, coming off a big win over the Cleveland Cavaliers without Steph, without Andrew Wiggins, without Draymond Green, without Klay Thompson. They blew multiple leads yesterday at Chase Center. They were up 12 in the fourth quarter against the Brooklyn Nets team without Kevin Durant. And they lose 120 to 116. Maybe this is the way the season's going to go. Maybe they will be consistently inconsistent. I don't know what to make of the Golden State Warriors right now. Klay was off. Wiggins was off. Kyrie went crazy. But you did have this loose ball pass. Look at his play by Curry was special in the third quarter. Just absolutely sick.
Poole dribbling on Harris. Forced it into the paint. One-hander way too strong. Rebound. Looney had it. Lost it. Deflected it. Loose ball. Poole goes to the deck. Bounce pass off the feet of Curry. Curry gets it with a dribble. Takes a three and hit it. Oh, that's ridiculous. Just sick by Steph Curry. A pass at his ankles that he deflected, then dribbled it into a three in one motion.
That was a great highlight in a very disappointing loss, to say the least. I watched the fourth quarter when I got back home. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. As we move on, the Warriors picked the best day. They picked a great day to lose a game like that, because nobody's going to be talking about them, at least today or tomorrow. Hell, maybe even all week when they take on the Memphis Grizzlies on Wednesday. That was Taking Them to School, brought to you by Evergreen Valley College, home of free tuition for spring 2023, beginning January 30th. Do not rush me when I'm talking Golden State Warriors, Shasky. I will remember that when baseball season comes around, where you're stuffing me with Logan Webb change-ups. And, oh, my gosh, I may have turned a corner with the Giants.
I will not say that.
Oh, my God. Mitch Henniger, you know what? You squeezed the limit on him. This is a great move by Farhan. Don't you ever rush me with the Golden State Warriors, because baseball season is coming, and I will.
Oh, speaking of belts, how about Bobby Belt talking
Boucher.
smack from Dallas? This guy shows up in the Bay Area. There's nowhere to eat. Well, dog, you weigh like 800 pounds. No wonder you can't find anybody that can feed you.
You know what? Sean, RJ, and Bobby Boucher all look the same. Did you notice that on the YouTube? They all got the same beards. They all wear the same sweaters. They all look alike. They're like little mini-me's of each other. Hey, RJ, I'm Sean. Sean, I'm RJ.
Are we
Bobby
done
Boucher.
with them?
Oh, they're eliminated.
Yeah.
They're eliminated. Who wants to deal with them again? Look.
That was a 3-game sweep.
You talk about the roasters showing so much love. I want to shout out Erica out there who works at NBC Sports Bay Area. There's 3 Ericas. This one, Erica.
Okay.
Filipino Erica.
Erica Badu?
Erica Badu might as well be, because
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
She's got everything. As soon as I walked in Friday at the NBC Bay Area studio, she goes, Bonte, thank you for putting Bobby Boucher and them in their place. She goes, when they got off with you guys, she watched their YouTube, and they were like, they couldn't even get a sentence out. They were like talking fast, 100 miles an hour. They were rattled. They didn't know where to go. They were having like group meetings during the break. They were shook. We shook them. They were done. They were Papa Doc in 8 Mile. He couldn't say anything. He choked. And that was RJ, Sean, and Bobby Boucher. Have a fun offseason. Have fun cleaning out your lockers, Dallas. Let's go to JD in Concord. JD, what's happening?
Niners.
What's up, fellas? Good morning. Man, what a win. It was a hard-fought win. Just one thing. The big word is karma. Like to that morning show in Dallas where they wished for an injury. Look what happened.
I don't want to do that, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't want to do that.
Who jokes about that?
I feel really bad for Tony Pollard, because he's a really good player, and that sucks for them. So let's not do that. Let's be a little classy. I know that's not what your intentions are. I'll let you continue.
You know what? Who jokes about injuries?
No one. You should.
Who does that?
You shouldn't.
It shouldn't even be. It's not even a joke.
I mean, that's Tony Pollard, especially in the NFL of all sports, where nothing is guaranteed outside of certain guaranteed bonuses that you get. Like someone like Tony Pollard has never really gotten "quote unquote" the bag. Mm-hmm. So, like, I really feel for him. Like, I do. Like, his career, he's missing out on a lot of money because of this injury. I feel for the guy. He's a free agent. Keep going.
JD, go ahead, finish.
What do you guys think how Eagles defense compares to Cowboys?
I'll worry about them tomorrow.
Get them. We'll start to break them down later in the week. Let's get to Rob and San Bruno.
Let's enjoy this win.
Rob and San Bruno, what's happening, man?
What's going on? I told y'all last week, man, Dallas ain't want to play that style of football. By the second half, we wore them boys down.
Yeah, they did.
I thought Jimmy Ward played fantastic. Yep. He was physical. He played with great instincts. I thought Warner was on some type of drugs yesterday because he was just fired up. And then Greenlaw, that late hit out of bounds, that set the tone. It was a bad hit, but that just let him know that this is how we playing today. And then one more thing, I think Cal need to thank D'Amico Ryans because he sort of got out-coached by his old head coach.
Yeah, Dan Quinn. So Dan Quinn was in his bag.
Hey, Rob, let me ask you this one, because I know you watch this team and you understand. It does feel like one element, and I don't want to pick apart. It was a great win. They cannot throw the ball outside the numbers past the 10 yards. It's limiting them. I felt like Dallas did a great job knowing exactly where they wanted to throw on the field.
Yeah, like I said, I thought the old head coach, he knew Kyle Shanahan. He knew what he was trying to do. Like I've been telling people, the scheme is good, and we kind of getting aware of Brock Purdy. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like if Kyle gets out coached, we're going to have a problem. That's always going to be a problem. Yeah. So right now, I'm not going to talk about that, but I feel like the defense played very well. Yes. They bought it. And the offense made enough to win. Kittle made big boy plays. Purdy made some big boy plays when he had to. And later on in that game, I thought Mitchell came through big and closing that game out. So, on to next week.
Absolutely.
On to next week.
Big win.
We're going to smoke this Cowboy pack. We're going to smoke this Cowboy pack all day long before we move on to Philadelphia. Dan Quinn was in his bag. No doubt about it. But Shanahan's trust in Brock Purdy on his second-to-last drive to get that field goal to make it a 19-12 game. He allowed Brock Purdy to throw it twice. And empty backfield twice.
And Brock did a great job on the one play where he threw to Ayuk. I think it was Diggs or Wilson, one of the single-digit DBs. He fell to the ground.
Wilson.
And he threw right there. And I said, if he got up and looked left, that could have been
Wilson didn't even see it.
Right?
Wilson
I know
didn't even see it.
When you see a guy's back turn, that's when you're supposed to throw. Like, that's part of the game. But, like, my heart stopped for just a split second. I don't know about yours.
It was scary hours yesterday. My heart stopped. The one moment I felt nervous, because I actually felt good all day. I knew that game was going to play out.
The whole game.
Oh, I know me. San Francisco was looming. No doubt. Yeah, you told me in the parking lot. I don't feel good at all. I think we're going to lose this game. I was
the
like,
anxiety
dude.
was
I said,
through the
stop,
roof.
dude. Here you go. Kickoff's coming up in an hour.
I need medication.
And you're talking about it. You're thinking about an L. I'd never even thought about an L up until Dak Prescott play-action pass to CD Lamb down the left sideline. I got Alvin Harper, Troy Aikman flashbacks in 92. God. And I said, oh.
What a catch by Lamb on that deep ball.
And he got the pass interference.
I couldn't believe that catch. That was a sick catch.
That was a sick catch. Sick catch. All right.
CeeDee Lamb's a great player.
Great player.
Ferrari. I have no rebuttal. He's a great player.
Trust me, you know how I feel about CeeDee
He's
Lamb.
A great player.
What's coming up on the game? Sponsored by Golden State, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoldenStateLumber.com. More of your phone calls. Deli Boy, Junior, Nick. We'll get you on the other side. We're smoking this Cowboy pack. 888-957-9570. How'd you feel watching the game? How nervous were you? Was there any point in the game you thought the Niners may lose to the Cowboys in the divisional round? We're going to talk all about it all day long here on 95.7 The Game.
It's a Monster Monday on 95.7 The Game. Brought to you by John Vai's Bay Area Houses. Thinking of selling your home but don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtors, photos, and showings? With John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com. You don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Visit John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey continues to deliver on the field, but off the field, the superstar running back has to look his best, and wearing our favorite brand flag and anthem is his go-to. From the best flannel shirts and most versatile quarter zips that Spadoni's wearing right now that layer up with everything you've got in your closet, to shirt jackets, hoodies, and durable jeans that Sam's wearing, and they've got a hint of athletic stretch. Flag and Anthem makes premium quality clothes with an attention to detail at a fair price, or in other words, the kind of clothes that will last you years. So head over to flagandanthem.com today and use our code GAME, G-A-M-E, for 25% off your purchase. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started for just $49.99 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now boarding.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile Savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
Hi, I'm Aaron, owner of California Deluxe Windows. Ever notice? When your neighbors get new windows, there is a large black eye of broken stucco, uneven plaster, and even mismatched paint. At California Deluxe Windows, we never leave a ring around the window. Why? Because we are one of the only companies in California who custom crafts every window and door to your home's exact measurements. Almost everyone else on the radio is a distributor. They grab a window from a warehouse, break open your walls, shove it in, and patch things up. At California Deluxe Windows, we take pride in our work. Our installation technique is so precise, we do not break your stucco. Your house could be covered with potato chips, and we wouldn't crack one.
Call now, and for a limited time, you get 30% off your entire order and 24 months of interest-free financing. 800-874-3600. 800-874-3600. That's 800-874-3600. California Deluxe Windows. Windows engineered for life.
Certain terms and conditions apply. CSLB number 774518.
Investing is confusing. Dawn raids, triple witching hour, candlesticks, crown jewels, bears, bulls, bear hugs, blue chips. It's one big word salad of uncertainty. Fortunately, Fremont Bank now has incredible rates on their savings accounts and CDs. And while savings accounts and CDs may not be known for their great rates at your current bank, at Fremont Bank, you can get great rates from a great local bank. To learn more, stop in or visit us online. We'll explain it all in plain language. Fremont Bank, serving the Bay Area since 1964. Member FDIC.
This is the final week of the 34th Annual Manufacturers RV Show at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Show ends this Sunday. There's hundreds of RVs from dealers all over the West Coast, like motorhomes, travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, van conversions, and truck campers. Go to RVshows.net for more information. Last chance for the Manufacturers RV Show at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Show ends January 29th.
The other day, I bought a cockatoo. Hello! He's a handful, but I'll manage. Just like I manage without home internet. Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable, but I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
It's mating season, Dad!
No home internet? It's not that bad!
Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world, turning to the best in the business for websites. Go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
Nachos!
Hey, I'll take some.
And some Frank's Red Hot.
Nah.
You're just gonna eat these boring nachos with no flavor. Frank it up! Frank it up! This guy finally gets it.
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
I'm so disappointed for our fans, and this felt good. This felt good today. Felt good with the team. But San Francisco had something to say about that. But we've got a locker room full of sick players and coaches to go along with literally hundreds of thousands of Cowboy fans that are sick.
What's going on, Bay Area? It's your boy, Chewy Gomez from 102 Jams. Listen to me every day, 3 to 7, playing your best hip-hop and throwbacks. Now back to my boys, Bonte and Shasky, right here on 95.7 The Game.
So before you heard Chewy Gomez right there, that was Jerry Jones, the owner, the GM, the president of football operations. Remember, he gave himself like 5 titles with the Dallas Cowboys. That was Jerry Jones. Very, very despondent after the game as the Cowboys lose 19-12, and nothing excites me more than a bitter, sad Jerry Jones.
He was straight up almost in tears.
Oh.
I loved every second of it. Before we get to Jerry Jones.
I don't know why you feel sorry for Jerry.
Because he's getting old, and I feel look, I see a lot of I see where if that was my dad, my grandfather, whatever, like they're getting to the end, and like you want them to have, if you're part of their family, to have that moment. He's not going to get that moment.
No, you're not getting that moment.
He's not getting that.
No.
And I think that
moment.
face that I saw on him was the face of him recognizing he kind of did himself dirty by getting rid of Jimmy Johnson way too early, and 30 years later, now he's got the regret.
Oh, karma.
Now, before the game.
Now you're stuck with Mike McCarthy.
Before the game, it was super hyphy getting up into that bad boy. Then I was like, who's going to be the person who's going to pull the foghorn? Yeah. Who's going to be that person? And I know last week I was like laughing a little, like Dr. Disrespect didn't do it for me. Right. They had Emmanuel Mosley, Joe Staley, Eric Davis, and who was the fourth person?
Eric Wright.
Eric Wright. They got the entire stadium so fired up. I just want to give Levi's and the 49ers, like...
Emmanuel Mosley,
let's go Niners!
Emmanuel Mosley had it hyped. Because I watched back the broadcast, and you can hear Tom Rinaldi when he's giving his sideline report right before kickoff.
Yeah.
You can hear the "Let's go Niners, let's go Niners."
So
I was
sick.
like, "Wow, Levi's is popping."
Yes. And then at halftime, they had Garrison Hurst. And that's a name I haven't seen or heard, and a face that I haven't seen in so long.
It was so good to see.
And he
him.
got a great pop from the crowd. And it's just, I know that no one cares about weird things like that except myself.
No.
A
lot of people care. A lot of people cared at the fact that Roger Craig was an honorary captain
how great
yesterday.
Was that?
Flipping the coin.
How great was that?
I mean, Emmanuel Mosley, to see him there in good spirits. And then I look in the suite behind me. There's Joe Montana.
Dude, the photo you sent me.
There's Joe Staley. There's Joey Bosa. There's Eric Davis. And then later on, there's Garrison Hurst. I see Garrison Hurst. I say, "Hey, Garrison, we still love you, bro." And he gave me the little pound. He goes, "Right on, man, right on." And I was like, "Gee, Hurst." So it was a party out there. I see Mike Shanahan in the suite down.
Was he enjoying himself?
Oh, he looked like he wasn't doing much talking.
The lobster man.
He wasn't doing much talking.
So as I'm coming out of the stadium, we're waiting at the urinals, and everybody's waiting at the urinals. Let me tell you, not enough urinals in the parking lot. Let me just
need more porta potties.
We need more porta potties. But I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, this guy comes walking through, and no one's noticing him, and I go, "Ricky!" It's Ricky Waters, and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Tell me you're going to Philly." He's like, He looks at his girl, and she looked at him, and she's like, "He'll be there." And I was like, "Let's go, Ricky!"
I don't know if he's welcome in Philly.
Guess what jacket he was wearing?
What jacket?
All Madden 90s team jacket.
That's sick.
It was like a Letterman jacket.
That is pretty sick.
Yes,
that is badass. That is badass when you can pull out
Ricky's
all
so
that.
sick.
I love Ricky Waters.
I saw the embrace between Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa before the game, and I was like, "That's a good omen." Nick looks so happy to see him.
Yeah, Joey was in that sweet chopping game. He was in the sweet chopping game with Joe Montana.
Was he?
Yeah, he was just picking his brain, and Joe was sitting there chilling.
So Joe's a Niner fan now again.
What I don't like though,
on Saturday.
I get the celebrity. I get how excited we get over celebrities, but at a certain point, I wanted the fans to just leave Joe alone. Every play, everybody kept looking back and trying to say, let Joe enjoy the game. Let him make Phil comfortable.
But it is Joe.
It is Joe, but I get
part
it.
Part of the Joe thing is that, unlike Jerry Rice, we don't see him as often at the games and things like that. And I think that, I get it. I get where people are coming from. But, yeah, I'm sure it bothers Joe Montana to some degree.
888-957-9570. Zinni, the official eyewear to San Francisco 49ers. Shop for over 3,000 styles at 80% off retail prices exclusively at Zinni.com. Guest promotion? We got no guests. The callers are the guests. They're going to join us on the Bud Light guest line all day long. Let's get to Deli Boy. Deli Boy, what's happening, baby?
Hey, what's happening, guys? You guys made me laugh right there because I was just saying, only certain people can pull off the Letterman jacket. So it makes me feel good that Ricky Waters can still pull off the Letterman jacket. It's a very niche kind of jacket, Not everyone can pull it off. Hey, let me just say, I was listening to the broadcast, and that place was rocking.
It was.
It sounded like old Candlestick. I was pumped. It was funny, Bonta, you brought up earlier saying that it only took one play. Well, literally right before the Kittle bobble catch, the broadcasters were even saying that it's going to take one play. It's going to take one play. So the NFL scriptwriters were in their bag yesterday when it came to writing that game. And let me just say, it's the best feeling in the world beating the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. this week is going to feel so good leading up to Philly, and I know we still have work to do, but man, that was just such a great classic playoff game win.
It was
absolutely.
It was gritty. It was even. And one more thing before I have to say, I got to give Micah Parsons some credit right there.
Yeah,
I mean, throwing McGlinchey down to the ground with one arm, my eyes were open. I hadn't seen him all year. I didn't get the national coverage, but seeing him yesterday, I was like, wow. I can see why people are saying he's up there for being Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he was everywhere. He changed that game.
100%.
What else is there to say? I mean, Brock played great. Kittle was playing great. Got to give Dallas credit. I mean, they played all the way up until about 2 minutes left in the game, and then all of a sudden, where's your playbook?
Yeah. No doubt. Deli Boy, great call.
Love you,
great
buddy.
Call. Hey, you made a great
Tell
point,
Teddy
too.
happy birthday.
Deli's, happy birthday, nephew Teddy. Deli Boy made a great point about the candlestick vibes.
Yeah.
The weather.
Yeah.
The wind whipping.
It was
the
cold.
flags whipping. It was very cold.
Bro.
So much so Anna had to buy a beanie at halftime. It was getting chilly. It was getting chilly up there. I knew. I was like, come on, just get the beanie.
I pulled out all the coats and all the beanies. I had them laid out on the couch. I said to the girls, girls, you should bring a beanie. You should bring an extra coat. We don't need one.
They don't listen.
Fine. And then we get in. Third quarter, Michelle turns around, looks at me, goes, can I have your beanie? And I'm freezing already. And I should have wore the turtleneck, and I didn't. And I was like, really, hon? All right, I'll give you my beanie. Why? I'm going to go to the team store. She's like, no, it's okay. Erin's going to give me hers. She's going to put her hood on. I said, girls, I literally told both of you I have 100 beanies and coats and sweatshirts, and you don't listen to me.
I told Anna, I said, let's get the beanie right now. No, I'm going to be fine. Wear the beanie. 3 minutes before halftime, I was like, you're cold, huh? Let's go get a beanie. Okay.
Right before halftime when everyone wants to go get a beanie.
But no, we got it in and out.
Really?
In and out. It was a perfect timing.
Wow.
Perfect timing. Perfect time for a bathroom run.
How about we're about to leave the stadium? I've got to go to the restroom.
Oh, and it does that every game. Every game. Every game eliminates the whole purpose of leaving early or getting to your car trying to beat traffic. Well, it is what it is. Can't be perfect, right? Another key play, I thought. Dallas, they tied the game in 9-9, right?
Yes.
Defense holes after the Ray McCloud fumble.
The game 9-9. We've had such high-scoring games. Yesterday was such a throwback game.
It was
Keep going.
Throwback game. So Niners get the ball 1st and 10 at their 9-yard line. Just after a couple punts, right? Yeah. 1st and 10 at their own 9. DeMarcus Lawrence, offsides, 5 yards.
Yeah. Well, Trent Williams, he jumped, and Trent Williams all of a sudden was like, I'm going to get up.
I thought it was a false start for a second. But
I was saying to everybody in our section, if that's McGlinchey, I don't think we get that call.
Yeah, I don't know if we do.
Because the Trent Williams, I think you do. That felt like an NBA call.
Yep. So 1st and 10, 21 at the 21-yard line. Brock Purdy rolls out left again.
Yeah.
And he hits George Kittle.
Well, it
for
felt
a big
like
pop play for 30 yards. That was huge to flip the position, flip the field position, that is. And then they get a couple defensive holding calls later on that possession. They take a 16-9 lead. I thought that drive was money. That first down play to George Kittle for 30 yards, Brock rolled it out to his left.
Yeah.
And finding Kittle made a hell of a play there.
Well, on a lot of the little rollouts, nothing was there.
Nothing.
There's just nothing was there. They had the deep guy, and then they had the short guy. He underthrew the one to Ayuk in the end zone, or close to the end zone.
Should have been to the pylon.
On the first, I think this is the first drive.
Yep.
Should have been picked. That throw should have been picked.
That throw has to be at the pylon.
Yes.
Has to be towards the pylon to where Ayuk can get it
100%.
or nobody can get it.
And then there was another play where he spun out of trouble. He's rolling left, and I'm like, just throw it away. And then he steps back inbounds and then takes an unnecessary blast. I'm like, Brock, you got to be smarter than that, dude. We cannot have Josh Johnson coming into this game.
Right.
We can't. Now,
no.
I'm not here to rip him. I'm just saying, he's got to protect himself. He's smaller. He's got to protect himself a little better.
He gets away with some Jimmy O-No throws.
How about the design run on Shanahan? I was pulling my hair out. The design run for Brock in second and goal. I did not like that play at all. They look sketch at that point.
I thought that was third and goal.
Was it third?
That was third and goal where he got to 8 yards.
No, that was a scramble play. I'm talking about the designed run that felt like a QB
the first
draw.
half. Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing?
Nothing was working.
Nothing.
They couldn't. Dallas owned the line of scrimmage for 3 quarters.
100%.
They owned the line of scrimmage for 3 quarters.
They dominated the trenches,
and that's something next week that's going to rear its ugly head.
There were no running lanes.
Philadelphia may be the best team on both sides of the football when it comes to dominating the line of scrimmage.
The matchup that I'm looking at, Fletcher Cox, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Fletcher Cox directly with Brendel, Burford, Banks, Brunskill. That combination.
He dominated Week 2 last year against the 49ers with Philadelphia.
He's an all-time player.
That was a backyard brawl. Remember that football game?
And who gives them problems the last few years? Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, interior pressure. But we're not there yet.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ, FM, and HD1 San Francisco, always live on the free Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app and favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. And don't forget that you can also watch us every day on our YouTube and Twitch streams. Just log out and search 95.7 The Game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. And don't forget, all guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Let's go to Nick in Berkeley. Nick, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Man, basking in the glow. Let me tell you something. Them Three Stooges in Texas, they're not going to Radio Row. They just got their tickets canceled. Their radio station ain't sending them clowns down there. Let me tell you something, man. Brock Purdy, man, look, he's throwing the ball out of bounds. My daughter was like, what is he doing? I was like, he's staying cool, sweetheart. He's playing it safe. He's not trying to force anything. He's not trying to scramble and get smashed. And then, anytime that he was running from those guys, I was like, get out of there. Look out for number 92. He's a grizzly bear. Leave that big bear alone. But, man, I'm telling you, man, 42 years ago, roughly a couple of weeks later, man, I took my dad to see the Dallas Cowboys at the Stick, man. It was my first game ever, man. I was 12 years old, man. Surprised my pops with a ticket. And I was flashing back, and I'm sitting there chilling with my daughter, and I'm thinking to myself, Shasky, you need to pack your bags on Thursday night. Have your dad swoop you from the station. We'll mob the Philly. We'll fly you back Sunday night because we got to go.
Hey, let me tell you.
You can pick me up on I-80 while you head east, baby.
Hey.
I'm right off of Gilman Street.
Nick, let me tell you. I already got my ticket purchased.
Operation Philly.
Operation Philly. We're already on a red-eye, me and Vontae, heading to Philly Friday night.
Adam in SF. Adam, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to say, Bonta, you tweeted last night about how this was the fastest defense we had seen since Denver, and I completely agree with it. And just Philadelphia, I know Philadelphia's going to be later on this week, but I want to thank Dallas, honestly, for prepping us for Philly because their defense, I thought they were kind of overrated. I mean, it's they beat Tampa, Tom's old, but no, they are fast.
Yeah, they're legit.
The Eagles have a better overall defense and are probably going to be a lot more physical. But the one thing I think they have to look forward to is they do not have a Micah Parsons. Yes, they have Fletcher Cox, they have Darius Slay, they have all these other people,
Brandon
but
Graham.
They don't have a potential DPOY on their team, and that's kind of giving me some hope. But Shasky, I'm so glad to hear you're going to the game because you're kind of bringing me back to you going to Boston for the Warriors. So bring that energy out there.
Oh, dude, it's going to be amazing. But I don't want to get to that now. Today's about Dallas because you got to get through Dallas and just bask in the glow of beating the Cowboys. Not just one time, but 2 years in a row. It doesn't make up for the 90s because the 90s will always, the losses always hurt. The Giants winning the World Series, I've heard people say this. 2010 makes up for 2002. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't at all.
No, that
2002
loss still
still
sucks.
hurts.
Exactly.
93 still hurts.
Exactly. Those things happened. But I'll tell you this. It feels damn good to beat them 2 years in a row and end their season on some wacky-ass final play crap.
It was bad. Now,
what was that final play?
I don't know what that final play was. 2 years in a row, they ran a questionable final play. Last year was, hey, Dak Prescott, run a quarterback draw with no timeouts, and we hope you get to the line of scrimmage and spike it and give us one more shot. You didn't get that shot this year.
How about Dalton Schultz not getting his foot in bounds, number one, and then number two, going out of bounds backwards and keeping the clock running.
So bad. And Charvarius Ward was already on it. Wind it. Now, it upset me a little bit that they got the ball back. I didn't want the Dallas Cowboys to get the ball back.
I hear you. Well,
because wacky things happen.
It's funny in that situation. So they got a run, maybe it was a Kittle throw, where they got the first down. And I was saying, I almost want it to be 2nd and 1 as opposed to first down, which is a wild thing to think about because you're trying to, soak the clock up a little more. And one extra play would have brought that clock down to 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
And it was a 2-minute warning. So it's damn, you get the 2nd and 1, you get the 2-minute warning.
To
come back, then you run and play. They got to call a timeout on first down. Elijah Mitchell's got to stay in bounds. He's got to find a way to stay in bounds.
When Greenlaw dropped that pick 6, all I was thinking about is, dear God, please don't come back to bite me.
By the way, Drake Greenlaw, when he hits his helmet
so
3 times, come on.
He had a couple of plays in the flat that were just incredible. Hufanga had a bad game. To me, he over-pursued, and then he missed Dak on a sack. I'm like, that's a huge play.
He missed CeeDee Lamb on a tackle on the third down end around. Remember, 3rd and 1 end around, they gave it to CeeDee Lamb.
He went up high.
Hufanga was in position to make the tackle. And
not his finest game.
Yeah, not his finest game
not
at
that
all.
he was like the weak link, but it just wasn't one of his great games.
No, it wasn't. And
I worry about him against Philly.
The tackling against Philadelphia.
You got to go low.
They have explosive players.
Yes.
Miles Sanders, Gainwell, Byron Scott, A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown might be the most
Smith,
complete receiver in the game.
Devontae Smith. I mean, this is the most wicked.
Dallas Goedert.
I mean, the weaponry. Then you have Jalen Hurts, who's not easy to tackle.
No.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves about Philadelphia. They got to clean some things up. But you know what? You were able to win that football game yesterday with your B game.
Yes.
I'll take that all day long as the Niners win 19-12. 888-957-9570. What do you think about Brock Purdy's performance? Does anything about Brock Purdy's performance make you a bit nervous? I know there was a lot of talk late last week about him in Michael Silver's column saying, hey, QB1 is already wrapped up next year. Brock's going to be your QB1. Well, let's just wait on that. You sure you want to go there? Because there's some limitations to Brock Purdy's game that we saw yesterday. The speed caught up to him. He was rolling out. There wasn't anything there. He looked a little small in the pocket, making throws. There was a couple old no throws. Where was the velocity at on a lot of those passes? Well, I don't know about Brock's performance yesterday. Is that good enough to win against Philadelphia?
Well, and they couldn't really stretch the field. I mean, he's got to be able to throw the ball beyond the numbers down the field. I mean, there was a lot of behind the line of scrimmage stuff, or at least trying to. And it also felt like making him play within the pocket, he struggled because he's small. I think that's one thing that we've kind of underestimated. Like everyone's Drew Brees. Drew Brees is an outlier in terms of a pocket quarterback being that short and being able to throw the ball down the field. It's difficult. It's difficult to throw the ball from the pocket. A, you're taking hits. And B, it's tough to see. And C, you've got to have a ridiculous anticipation to be able to stay in, hang in, and throw the ball over the middle or down the field. So, I'm with you. It was not his best moment. I thought he did enough to win, though. I thought he did enough to win. I thought he was a gamer. I thought he was a gamer. The film isn't as good as the results, is what I would say. They won the game. He did a really good job avoiding the big mistakes. And yes, they got lucky with some drops. Straight up. They did.
Yep.
But I also thought he had a pretty damn good game.
No doubt.
I don't think it was a bad game. Guys weren't open. That's the way I anticipated it.
Wasn't a bad game. Wasn't a great game. It was a game that you just had to get through.
I don't think Jimmy wins that game, though. I don't think they go 5 wide. I'm being real with you. I don't think they go 5 wide multiple times.
That was the drive right there.
I don't think they go 5 wide.
13 plays,
I'm not
64
trying to rip
yards.
Jimmy. I don't want to do that.
13 plays, 64 yards. All right. Dallas makes it 16-12. Niners get the ball back at their 25-yard line. It's 11 minutes and 3 seconds left. It's a 16-12 game. We text the thread. Shanahan's got to put together a hell of a drive. He's got to call his best plays on his drive. Well, it's 3rd and 2 right off the rip at midfield. 3rd and 2. Well, first of all, the drive starts with a Kittle play over the middle, first down pass.
A dime.
Which again, go back to the word trust.
Yes.
Shanahan trusting Purdy in that situation to say, first down, we're going to throw it to Kittle.
Bonte, they wouldn't have done that.
Yards.
They wouldn't have
done that with Jimmy. No
We've
doubt.
seen the playoffs.
They don't do that with Jimmy
People that say, we don't know what Shanahan... No, we do, because we have evidence of it in every game. Go to Minnesota, playoff game in 2019. Go to the Green Bay game. Let's go to Dallas. Let's go to Green Bay. What happened in crucial situations when they had leads? They ran the ball on 3rd and 9 with Debo.
We'll go to L.A. Rams NFC Championship game. It tells you all you need to know about Shanahan's trust in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Exactly.
So you get the first down right there. 3rd and 2. Shanahan goes empty backfield.
Yes.
I said, oh, my Lord, he's going empty.
My heart stopped.
I thought quarterback draw, maybe.
Oh, I didn't even think that. I was thinking they were going to throw to the edges.
I was like, all right, quarterback draw, maybe. 9-yard pass to Brandon Ayuk on a quick slant.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable throw by Brock Purdy there. You get the first down, move to 6. Then you face a 3rd and 3 later on. It's about 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. Mm-hmm. He convert the 3rd down right there on the pass to Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And you allow
that throw,
offense,
by the way, how many wide receivers are catching that pass,
not
getting crunched in between 2 guys?
Not too many, but more importantly to me, it allowed you to run another 3 minutes off the clock.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden, you start the drive with 11 minutes and 3 seconds left. You kick a field goal to go up 19-12. There's 3 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Yep.
So you were able to burn off 8 minutes of time of possession on that one drive. A money-making, game-clinching, we're going to go to Philadelphia type of drive. Then your defense gets back on the field. You force a 3 and out, and the rest is history. I thought that drive right there showed the trust that Shanahan had in Brock Purdy, which is some trust that I don't know if he's ever shown in the Jimmy Garoppolo.
100% agree. I mean, I texted it to the thread. What did I say? I said, guys, I feel like Kyle's changed. He went empty set multiple times on third down and threw on the first down. I couldn't believe it. Here's the other question I have for you. Should Mike McCarthy have gone for it at the end there when they were before the final drive, their second to last drive? They were pinned inside the 10. I believe it was 4th and 5.
Before the last drive for the Niners?
Yes.
No, it was 3rd and 10. It was 4th and 10.
It was 4th and 10.
They punted 4th and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Did you think they should have gone for it?
No,
then?
4th and 10. No, you had 3 timeouts. You had 3 timeouts.
I mean, I know they got the ball at the end. I was just asking.
You're at your own 18-yard line, 4th and 10.
I was thinking they might do it.
I didn't think they were going to go for it with 3 timeouts.
Okay.
I know it was only 2 minutes and 11 seconds left, but you're at your own 18-yard line.
It's a 7-point
game. 2-minute warning, 7-point game, 2 minutes. So basically, you had 4 timeouts. Nah, it was the right decision to punt.
Because there were Cowboy fans behind me saying, I would go for it here. There was an opportunity for them to kick a field goal. There was a couple of tweener field goal spots where they took a delay game on purpose, where I was thinking, if I'm them, I just run the play.
They don't trust their kickers. Speaking of kickers, Robbie Gould.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx anything.
Robbie Gould.
I don't even want to talk about it.
4 for 4 yesterday.
Right down the pipe, too.
Robbie Gould.
I was watching him in pregame.
No, yeah, what is he now, 29-29?
Shh. He was pushing things to the right in pregame. And
you worry too much.
And I was like,
you worry too much for me,
there was so much wind going in our direction.
You worry way too much for me, man. Where's the Frisco Shasky at?
I watched Maher miss so many kicks, and then I watched Trent Williams go up in front of him.
Did you see the gamesmanship? Debo Samuel and Trent Williams.
Well, Trent Williams got in front of the snapper and was like, yeah, and he was like talking to him with his headphones on.
Some gamesmanship.
Did that go crazy over the internet?
Yeah, I think so. Bobby Boucher was texting about it. Robbie Gould, 29-29 in the playoffs.
Wow.
8 of 8 so far this year. 6 of 6 last year. 7 of 7 in 2019. Say what you want. Robbie Gould does not miss in the playoffs.
Yeah.
888-957-9570. What you think of Brock's performance? What about Kyle Shanahan? Did he have a good game plan yesterday
your game ball?
Against the Dallas Cowboys? Game ball. I'm giving mine to Jimmy Ward, not Jimmy Ward, Fred Warner Jr.
Well, I want to make a statement about Fred Warner Jr. that I said to Lucas last night at the seats, and I want to know what you think about it on the other side.
All right, let's do it. Fight on. Fight on. Fight on. Fight on. Don't play defense like that. They don't play any defense. All right, what's coming up on the game? Sponsored by nobody. Game Balls.
The road to Glendale is brought to you by Mirror West Credit Union. Working for you today, tomorrow, together.
Kirby, they're your driveway mechanic, and they bring the shop to you. And our friends over at Kirby just won the Motor Top 20 Award for innovation. Brakes and tire replacements, oil changes, and so much more. And they've just added Kirby's eco-friendly wash. It barely uses any water, and it makes your car look brand new. They use all biodegradable products that provide the ultimate shine and protection to both the exterior and the interior of your car, but all in the ease of your driveway. The ultimate convenience, easy booking, transparent pricing, on-time arrival, service in your driveway, no waiting rooms, no coordinating rides, direct access to your mechanic. Friendly and reliable service, no middlemen, and no upsells. Get $50 off your first oil change with the code OIL50. That's OIL50. Check out Kirby.com. That's CURBEE.com.
Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. Plus, Xfinity Mobile is the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't-catch-me speeds. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Now through March 21st, new customers can get started with 1.2 gig internet with unlimited data included. It's all just $50 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data at regular rates. Go to Xfinity.com/faster. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After 24 months, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877
prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
All guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
If you owe back taxes to the IRS, have unfiled returns, or are worried about an audit, the IRS is hiring 87,000 new agents to address these very issues. That means if you need to get your tax problems resolved, now is the time to get started. I'm tax attorney Robert Goldstein, and my firm specializes in helping individuals and small businesses resolve their tax problems. We work to stop IRS and state seizures. We may be able to settle your tax debt for pennies on the dollar with an offer in compromise. We prepare your past due returns, even if you have no records, and represent you before the IRS and state in an audit. At the law offices of Robert Goldstein, the consultation is always free, and we have offices located throughout the Bay Area. To schedule your free consultation, call 1-888-TAX-EXIT. That's 888-TAXEXIT. 888-TAX-EXIT. And make us your last stop.
Are you ready? Every pro is an MVP to us. As a Lowe's MVP's Rewards member, you can earn bonus points when you shop select products and brands. Then redeem them for exciting rewards like tools, sports memorabilia, e-gift cards, and more. Join today to become a member and start earning. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms while supplies last. Points expire at end of calendar year. Visit Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points for details.
For everything your business needs to make this year your year, Staples has you covered.
I need to organize all my papers and files from last year and the year before that.
Staples has you covered.
I need to clear clutter from my office and my home office and my home.
Staples has you covered with everything you need to get organized this year at amazing savings. Right now at Staples, get up to 50% off select file folders, file cabinets, file boxes, and storage bins. Make this year your year at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 1/28 in-store only.
Streaming only on Peacock. From the mind of Rian Johnson, the writer-director of Knives Out.
Miss Gale, you've got this gift, always knowing the truth.
I only know if something is a lie. The real trick of it is to figure out why.
Natasha Lyonne is Charlie Cale.
It wasn't an accident. I think there's been a murder.
You watch too much Dateline.
A new 10-part mystery series.
Wolves on my fender. I gotta keep moving. I have been kind of a death magnet.
Poker Face, streaming January 26th, only on Peacock.
Prescott, it is picked off by Fred Warner. Warner's got it. Lamb chases him down, and a second interception today for the 49ers.
The Morning Roast is live on YouTube right now. Take it away, Bonte.
What up, Steph? We'll be better than last night. We'll leave you guys alone. It's a tough loss yesterday to the Brooklyn Nets. To your Kevin Burkhardt on the call for Fox Sports as the Niners beat the Cowboys 19-12. I lost my voice yesterday. Lost my voice. Just talking so much trash to Cowboy fans. Levi's was lit. The ahoo, ahoo, ahoo was so loud yesterday, especially on that second-to-last drive to ice the football game. And the Niners just physically wear down the Dallas Cowboys. After, let's be honest, the Cowboys controlled that football game for 2.5 quarters. They did.
I need Gerard Butler to come out one of these times and do the Leonidas. Oh! I need
so
that.
Sick.
I love it.
So
Stadium was rocking yesterday. Let me make a statement because you were talking about game balls, and I agree with you. I think Fred Warner absolutely deserves a game ball from this performance. George Kittle on the other side of the ball, no doubt about it. And Robbie Gould from special teams.
Yeah, it's easy.
Patrick Willis is the gold standard for most people at the linebacker position for the 49ers. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
I mean, you've had some great middle linebackers.
Ken Norton, Dave Wilcox.
You've had some great middle linebackers in this franchise.
Right. I don't want
Willis may be the best of the bunch, but you've had some great middle linebackers.
Yeah, I know the Tulsa crackback guy. Oh God, the name is evading me right now, but he was known for popping you with the shoulder back in the 1960s and 50s. Point that I'm going at. Frank Gore, I do not believe to be the most talented player of all time at the running back position.
But he's a gold standard here.
And the longevity and the savant way that he plays and all that stuff, like he means something to a core of Niner fans. Fred Warner is getting into that echelon for me as a player. He's not there yet, but like in terms of like he embodies what it means to play linebacker in the modern age right now. His durability, his intensity, his demeanor on the field, his impact on the game, his impact at all three levels, in the middle of the field, down the field guarding CeeDee Lamb, in the backfield, his cockiness, his swagger, his leadership. He is everything you want in a player. Like you want to talk about one of the great home run draft picks of this era? We've talked so much about Nick Bosa. Fred Warner at that position after what they did with Reuben Foster, this dude has been everything they would ever want from a player of his magnitude. And he just embodies what it means to be a Niner. And when you're at the game and seeing him fire up the crowd and stuff, I have a connection spiritually to Fred Warner. I love that dude.
9 tackles, 7 solo, tackle for loss, a pass defense. I thought he did get beat by CeeDee Lamb. I thought that was a bad throw by Dak Prescott. It's a tough matchup. I don't want to see him matched up on Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown. That's a mismatch.
Yeah.
But the tone setter. Talk about hitting, dissecting offenses, putting guys in the right position, going sideline to sideline, making sure that the middle of the field is occupied by him. That space is not getting run over by anybody else but him. He's dominating that patch of grass. Fred Warner Jr. is a special, special player. This is why you pay him all the money. This is why you name him team captain.
He's worth every penny.
I mean, think about where he was drafted. This guy was a safety. I know. A safety who wore number 48 to begin his career.
Yeah.
48. And had the green dot helmet in the first game against Minnesota. Green dot helmet, right? Reuben Foster, we forgot about Reuben. We're like, wash your hands real quick because of Fred Warner Jr. and the leadership that he provides to Drake Greenlaw, the leadership that he provides to Al Shire, the leadership that he provides at defense. Fred Warner may be one of the more important players on this football team.
Greenlaw had a great game. We all agree. And then Al Shire made plays.
He made some plays yesterday.
He made some plays, especially on the sideline. And I thought the defense as a whole totally stepped up and they brought it. Even though our defensive line, for the most part, like they got good pressure on Dak, but they couldn't get that sack. Did they even walk away with a sack yesterday?
Dallas?
No, the Niners.
The Niners had 1 sack.
Ebukam.
Yeah,
okay, that was the only sack of the game. Okay.
Yeah,
I may or may not have had money on Bosa to get one and the Niners win. So
yeah, well,
Tyron Smith was Tyron Smith is an all-timer.
My guys Diego and Zuri bet for Bosa to get 1 sack.
And
Bosa was quiet yesterday.
Yeah.
Bosa looked gassed.
He did look tired.
I don't know if he was hurt. That's a concern for me next week.
I'm with you on that.
Bosa has to dominate. And I also think, if everybody wants to talk about QB1 in the offseason and who's going to start a quarterback, the Niners need another edge rusher.
I 100% agree.
If Drake Jackson's not going to dress, and if Ebukam's going to move on, or what happens with him, who knows, you need another pass rusher.
Well, DeMarcus Lawrence, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. DeMarcus Lawrence does a great job bookending Micah, right? And I know Micah moves around a lot, but like, those two guys on the edge, they cave in.
Right.
Cave in tackles.
They do.
So I'm with you on that. They need to find someone opposite Bosa, like a long-term solution.
George Kittle, game ball offensively. I was asking, what was George Kittle's signature moment in the playoffs so far?
Playoffs, yeah. It's him saying, run it again.
Yesterday was his finest moment in the
100%.
playoffs. Came up huge for the 49ers as Debo and Ayuk was basically quiet. George Kittle, 5 catches, 95 yards. Let's go to Don in Concord.
Let's go, Don.
Don, what's happening, man? You're on the roast. What you got?
Hey, how you guys doing? I haven't talked to you guys in a little while.
It's been a while.
Doing great.
No doubt. The game ball. Kittle gets the game ball because he was open in the middle. 95-7 the game has always been good to me, man. And I've been a listener for 7 years, 8 years now.
Thank you.
I always listen to you guys every morning. What up? We're going to whoop some Philly cheesesteak next week, eh?
Hey, no doubt. Well done, huh? Or not well done?
Over and out.
Nice.
And out.
I like
there
that.
You go, Don.
By the way, the linebacker from back in the day, Hardy Brown.
Hardy Brown?
Okay, he used to do this Tulsa crackback.
Slipped my mind.
All right, Tulsa crackback for my OG Kezar fans.
For Papa Shasky.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro, if you look this up, this dude was one of the most vicious hitters of his time.
No, all those guys were hitters. I mean, back in the day, all those dudes were hitters. It was a different game. A lot of those guys, a lot of people say, well, that guy from the 60s or 70s couldn't play in today's game. Well, it's not because they were devoid of talent. It's because they were too physical.
Yeah.
They were playing football. Like this stuff sometimes we see, the passing league and, but what's funny?
They picked up a penalty yesterday where the guy CD spun into Fred
They're going to
Warner.
call helmet to helmet.
Yes.
And I was like, that's not a flag.
But that was a great pickup.
No,
we don't
it
talk
was.
about when the referees pick it up. I thought that was a great pickup.
It was a great pickup. By the way, all the games this weekend, if you're a gambler.
Yeah, I'm not, but yes.
All the unders hit.
Really?
Defensive battles. All the unders hit, I believe.
Interesting.
Niners, Cowboys, it went under. Bills, Bengals went under.
Michelle, on the way out, goes, there just wasn't enough touchdowns for my liking. I go, really?
She was bored.
Yeah, and I go, Bonte would have loved this game. And as I'm doing the Instagram live, I'm saying that, and somebody behind me, yeah, he would. Old school football.
Yeah, no
Does
doubt.
anyone really have a choice?
Did you love that game?
What? Even Anna said that was a great football game. I love defensive battles. 20-17, 19-12. I'm telling you, every drive, every play, it felt like a postseason baseball game.
Yeah, it did.
Where every pitch mattered. Every yard mattered. Every down the distance, whether it's 1st and 10, first down yardage. It was hard to come by for the 49ers early in that football game. It was a lot of 2nd and 9s, a lot in 3rd and 7s, a lot of 2nd and 8s. Even Dallas, they were setting themselves up for 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. So where you got the play pass in effect, where Dak Prescott gets out there, I could go scramble for 2 yards. Or I could check it down to CeeDee Lamb on a quick wide receiver screen. That was my type of football game. And that's the problem with new fans, with football fans these days. They want the 35-38 game all the damn time. This was physical, cold weather, throwback football. This was a game that John Madden would have been proud of. This was a Brian Baldinger type of football game. So you damn right I loved that game yesterday.
So I tapped in right now. I'm looking at 105.3 The Fan, RJ and Shan in Dallas.
Bobby Boucher shaved his beard.
Yeah, it's a sad looking.
That looked the same. They call themselves the Tolos.
It's the best feeling in the world looking at. By the way, I took a photo on the Instagram, and this is my favorite. The guy behind us, I didn't realize it when I took the photo. It looks so sad, and now that's become a meme on the internet.
Man.
Sad Cowboy fans are my favorite thing in the world.
So, as a teenager, the Packers tormented me.
100%.
The Cowboys tormented me.
Uh-huh.
As an adult, the tides have turned. Green Bay, I've seen the Niners beat them 4 times in the playoffs.
Yes.
4 times. They're 4-0 in the last 10 years. I've seen them beat them four times.
Mike McCarthy's 0-4 versus the Niners.
Right, in the playoff. And now you beat the Cowboys back-to-back years.
And now Kyle Shanahan has more wins in his 3 playoff trips than Jim Harbaugh did.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
That is wild. That is pretty special.
That's crazy.
That's very.
It's crazy.
Insane.
They've won 2 games in every playoff appearance that Shanahan's had. It's. I mean, at some point, like, we could talk all this. He can't win the big one. Like, you sound like an idiot at some point. All the guy does is put this team in a position to reach the NFC Championship game, and that's all you can ask for from your team. Be in a position to win it all.
3 of the last 4 years. 3 of the last.
And now we have
4
the
years.
most appearances in championship history. 18.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Well, got a lot of championship failures.
Okay.
That's something that we can get into later in the week. We're going to celebrate this win over the Cowboys. It feels good to be in the Final Four. You're in the tournament. You're a game away from the Super Bowl. Think about that. The 49ers are a game away from the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in 4 years. That's special. And the word I'm using is trust.
Yes.
Shanahan trusted that defense to bring that game home, but he also trusted Brock to make a couple big 3rd downs. And he said, Brock, we're going to give it to you. You're going to throw a pass on 3rd down. We got to have it. And Brock was able to complete some dimes there on the second to last drive. Think about that. That's a championship type of drive. I don't think people understand. 11 minutes and 3 seconds left. Dallas comes out of the field to kick a field goal.
It was huge.
It's 16-12.
Yes.
The Niners bleed 8 minutes off the clock in a gotta-have-it drive and get the ball back to Dallas down 7 with just over 3 minutes
And
left.
on 2 3rd downs, they're throwing the ball.
Empty backfield.
On short. I still can't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Shanahan.
Well, and let me flip it on the other side. I do feel like the majority of outside of the Bay Area fans are going to remember this game for Dak coming up short.
That's fine. There's a reason why he came up short. It's called the 49ers defense.
Yeah, I agree.
That don't allow anything in the second half.
But don't you think that that's going to be the prevailing narrative?
But you know what? I don't give a damn what the nation thinks. Honestly, I never do.
Did you see what Skip Bayless did last night?
I don't care what Skip Bayless does.
He had a premeditated video where he took the jersey and he stomped into his kitchen and threw it into the garbage can.
Honestly, all last week, the nation talking about the Cowboys. Oh, how are the Niners? They haven't faced a defense like this. Oh, Dak. Oh, Tony Pollard. They just beat Brady. Oh, Dallas is the better team. Oh, Dallas is going to win the football game. You know what? I don't care what the nation thinks about my 49ers. I really don't. I don't care what Coward thinks. I don't care what Skip thinks. I don't care what ESPN thinks. Damn it, the Niners are going to the NFC Championship game. And how many games have they won? When's the last time the Niners lost? When's the last time the Niners
12
lost?
12 in a row right now?
Yes.
Wow.
So I don't care what the nation thinks.
John Brody?
Then they could say the Niners got a gift. They could say Shanahan's overrated. They could say Brock ain't it. They could say the Niners are going to get blown out in Philly. Guess what? I ain't listening. I'll be there watching the Niners against Philadelphia. And then we'll see what's what at 3:30 p.m. West Coast time on Sunday. Then we'll see who's talking. But right now, I don't give a damn what the nation thinks about the 49ers.
Were you in the stadium when they started to play Don't Stop Believing by Journey?
It did hit
Come
hard
on,
yesterday.
dog.
Listen, I
watched all these gangsters with neck tattoos and stuff. Everyone was singing Don't Stop Believing. And I swear to God, goosebumps, bro.
You know
goosebumps.
What? That one hit hard in the stadium yesterday.
Come on.
It hit hard
Do
in the
you know
stadium
who sings
yesterday.
that song?
Journey.
Ah, my man.
You just gave it to me. Let's go to Malcolm, who's in the 215, Philadelphia.
Oh?
Malcolm, what's happening? You're in the roast.
Behind enemy lines.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Tough win yesterday, but I'm a little bit concerned because I know just as much about the Eagles living here locally as I do about the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
They're extremely confident. I think our defense has played very well, but that secondary concerns me a little bit because they have two dynamic receivers.
Yeah.
And the last couple of weeks, teams have been focusing on A.J. Brown. And look what Devontae Smith did.
I know
First
Devontae.
play, 40 yards deep.
He's a monster.
And that could be a concern. So I think offensively, we got to have a better showing. I know Dallas's defense was really good. The Eagles' defense is just as good. And their pass rush, to be honest, it may be even better. So we can't get 3 interceptions and get 9 points out of them. If we do, we're not going to win this game.
Yeah,
we've got to play better offensively.
You know what, Malcolm? Thanks for the phone call, and that's a really good point about Philadelphia. And as we break it down later in the week and we'll get ready for the Eagles, that's going to be a very tough football game. I told you all year, Shasky, when we get to Philly, I'll worry about Philly.
Well, let me...
And he's right. Malcolm is right. This is a very good football team, and they're going to probably have to score 27 to 30 points to win this football game on Sunday.
It's a different matchup, that's for sure. I'm just looking at what Dallas had. Like, I felt like that because I thought Tampa Bay had these kind of linebackers, but they also have the defensive line in terms of Dallas does. Those linebackers, I thought, did a great job stuffing and clogging the run lanes and then staying. Like, they set the edge so well. They did not allow the Niners to get outside. And, they want to get to the outside and hit the gas brakes. Outside of the one Debo run and the one Elijah run, I can't think of any times where they actually hit the corner, hit the edge, and there wasn't a defensive player for Dallas there. I thought Dallas did a great job containing them.
From just watching the first half back last night, because I fell asleep in the second half trying to get ready for the show, but watching the first half back, it felt like Dallas had about 10 defenders within the 10-yard box radius.
Oh, it was 8 and 9 in the box.
8 in the box all day
every
long.
time.
And they were hell-bent on saying, Brock, you're going to have to throw the beat us
from the pocket.
We're not going to let you get outside. We're going to contain the quarterback. We're going to be all over your screen game, and we're going to shut you down. So they shut the run down. That was a great gameplay. Now, can Philadelphia do the same thing? They definitely had the personnel to do it. They do. But I do think the Philadelphia Eagles' weak spot could be their linebacker core.
I guess that's where I'm going with this, and we'll get to it later on in the week. But part of why I believe the Niners look so constipated on defense, I thought their cornerbacks did a great job covering up Ayuk, and they just took him away. Yep. They took him out of that game by bracketing him, and Debo couldn't get a lot of separation. They knew where they wanted to throw to Debo on a lot of plays, and then they threw a couple of those like short smoke screens to wide receivers, and there was just nothing there. So you just got to give it to them. I thought Dallas played a really good, sound game defensively.
By the way,
that's the kind of game you should win if your quarterback doesn't turn it over twice.
Nick Sirianni, by the way, pulling a Sean McVay on Saturday. running down to the end zone, celebrating with his boys in
I'm
the end zone.
not a Sirianni guy.
That's a cocky bunch. Those
I'm
East
allowed
Coast
to be
teams,
here, right? He's talking to the ref. I'm allowed to be here. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I mean,
Relax.
he's an arrogant young coach. And this is an arrogant bunch that the Niners are getting ready to play. And that's going to be an arrogant atmosphere. Crowd that thinks, oh, Brock Purdy, third-string quarterback, seventh-round pick, he's not coming into Philadelphia to win. It'll be a tough game, but right now we're smoking that Cowboy pack. T in Chicago. AT, what's up?
Hey, guys, I just want to say, love the show. I actually called in because I was in Green Bay last year for that divisional.
That's
crazy.
Right.
But I want to give a shout-out to Diamador Lenore. People gave him a lot of flack because his ball skills wasn't up to snuff, and hell, anybody get beat by Devontae Adams and A.J. Green. And he went up there, and his ball skills look better than Trayvon Diggs yesterday. I just want to give a lot of love to Demo and know that he's doing the damn thing.
That was a big interception. I thought Gallup ran a terrible route, but you know what? Diamador Lenore made the play happen. He made some good tackles on the perimeter. He's coming into his own. He's a physical corner. But it's so tough to play cornerback in today's game.
Yes.
You're going to give up yards. You're going to give up catches. Can you make tackles? Can you hustle and make plays? One of the plays last year against Philadelphia, actually, in week 2, remember he got beat deep. I think it was by Quez Watkins down the sideline, and the Niners had a goal line stand there in the second quarter. Lenore was beat deep on that play. I believe him and Tart did not give up on the play and made a tackle inside the 10-yard line. Next thing you know, Philly couldn't score a touchdown. Niners hold them. And they come down the field, and that's when Debo had that big play to get to the inside the 10-yard line to take a lead before half.
It was at the game they did the clear out, and then Jennings walked in on the touchdown.
Yeah, exactly,
on the
right
underneath
before
play.
halftime.
Yeah.
Right after Debo.
Man, I mean, as we kind of just put a little eyeball toward Philly, it almost feels like I can't even look at last year's matchup because so many things are different for both teams.
A lot is different.
There's a lot of different.
A.J. Brown is here.
Well, and we have CMC,
defense.
and we're just a totally different team,
no
and they
doubt.
are too. So I did, but the Cowboy thing, God, I couldn't believe how close that game was. I mean, I can believe on
you were worried
in terms of the way they were fighting for yards, both sides. Like the defenses really showed out. They were so evenly matched in that game. That was prize fight level anxiety for the fans on both sides.
No, it was a great. I love that type of football game. Every yard mattered. Again, I thought
every completed pass felt like a win.
Pass, it was contested. Every first down felt good. You could breathe a little bit. Field position was a factor. Bend, but don't break it. I thought the Niners bent a lot in that first half against that Cowboys offense that did not break, and they were able to hold them to 12 points. Like, after Ray McLeod fumbles, you're thinking,
yeah, they're going to score a touchdown.
They're going to score a touchdown, go up 13-9. Here we go again. And they were able to hold first and goal.
Yeah.
You keep them out the end zone. It's a tie football game. Ray gets a kickoff, flips the field. Yeah. You're able to stabilize the football game. Let's go to Philmo Mike. Philmo, what's happening?
Philmo.
Hey, man. I can't be talking too much before a week like this. I didn't go to no weak-ass watch parties. I ain't finna be outside. I'm finna be locked in, watching the game. We had a hell of a game. Shout out Lenore. He played. Somebody got to get thrown on. He did his thing, man.
Yep.
Get off his back. My favorite Niner, Jimmy Ward, played a hell of a game. I'm finna go talk crap to Sonic G, Lex Jones, and yeah, man, I'm just so happy for the win. I wanted to mention the fact that this is why we don't need to give up any players going forward. We need all our players. Dallas played excellent defense, and we didn't even get the 20 points.
I know.
So all the people talking about, CMC is here, we can get rid of that person. No. I keep harping on this.
Yep.
We need everybody.
Right.
We going to Philly next week. You think they would feel more comfortable with CMC only or CMC not there and Debo there?
Right.
They don't want to see none of them boys.
No.
Nope.
And for the people that was hating on me last time, guess what? I love to see CMC, a white boy running back, going in there and trucking fools. Nick Bosa. I love my white boys on the team.
Let's go.
George Kittle. Come on, bud.
Let's go.
I love everybody. I love to see it. It's a good look. We in America, stand up proud. Hey, this ain't America's team. It's the Niners team. Let's go.
Let's go, Philbo.
And I'm going to be right there with him alongside brothers in arms. I do love me a white boy running back.
Dude, there's not too many. That's why. Craig James,
Toby Gerhardt,
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis, he recovered, by the way.
Yeah, he did recover, saving his kid, right?
Hey, CMC had a little. It felt like at the end of the game, he had a little like hitch in his getup. Like he was not that he was hobbled.
Oh, he took some shots yesterday.
Yeah, it just looked like he had a little bit of a, not a limp is too strong of a sentence. Just a little something in his walk. And then when he's on the sidelines, I'm going, okay, they're going to go with Eli Mitchell here. Is something wrong with CMC? But it was the right decision to go to Eli.
Yeah,
Eli
no
had
doubt.
fresh legs.
Eli had fresh legs.
I thought he had
He's
a couple
battery
of really
ran.
nice
14 carries, 51 yards.
Yeah.
14 carries, 51 yards. Had the long 13-yarder. I wish he stayed in bounds on that one.
It's tough.
But
He's straddling the sideline to get the first down.
You got to find a way to stay in bounds.
It's tough.
You have to find a way. But Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries, 35 yards.
Yes.
Really no openings. He had the touchdown run there, and he's pumping up the crowd. 6 catches, 22 yards. Just the game plan for the Dallas Cowboys. We're taking CMC out of the offense. And Debo. I mean,
Debo had the one little slant, the delay slant, and he had the one early where there was like 3rd and forever, and they threw like it looked like both Kittle and Ayuk were going to set up to block. It was like a 5-yard down the field screen. 4
catches, 45 yards for Debo. But you see what he did after the game?
What?
He posted a slide where it's Micah Parsons, right, on Instagram. It's Micah Parsons, and there's a quote saying, hey, we wanted you guys. We want those guys back, the 49ers, that is. And then Debo kept receipts.
Oh, he did.
So Debo.
Is he going to file his tax returns?
Yeah, here it is. Michael Parsons on face of the 49ers. This is who we wanted. This is who I wanted. So Debo posted a Trent Williams photo pointing at the Cowboy fans. And then later on the slide, he's got Shannon Sharp looking with the cardigan. Like, what? What you say? And then later on in the slide is Debo catching a pass, high point in the football. Actually, a nice catch there. Beautiful catch radius. You could teach that. And Michael Parsons commented saying, hey, dude, you didn't even do anything. Why are you talking? You didn't do nothing. Congrats on the win. Well, but get me out of this weak-ass slide.
Yeah, but neither did Michael Parsons. He didn't really do much in that game.
Michael Parsons is everywhere. I mean,
yes, but
his presence was felt, I believe.
Well, of course it was. But, it is what it is.
He goes, what did you do today, fam? LOL. But congrats on the win. But don't put me in this weak-ass slide.
Did we get an update on Charles Omenihu? We missed him.
No update yet. No update.
They missed him because I saw him walking off. I saw Debo walking off before half, and I got real worried. And Bonte's like, he does that every single week. Relax, Joe.
He does.
I know, but I got worried. And then he came out with no helmet.
Can you promise me something?
What?
That you leave the worries in San Francisco when we go to Philadelphia? I need arrogant Frisco Shasky.
I'm going to need a lot of workouts this week to pay off all of the cheesesteak I'm about to eat.
Yeah, but can I get Frisco Shasky?
Where are we staying?
No, listen, can I get Frisco Shasky? Forget where we're staying. This is important. Because the moment I saw you in the parking lot yesterday, I felt good. I was feeling myself on the way home. My playlist was flawless.
Oh, was it?
Had a little Young Bleed, had some Quinn, had some Weezy, had some P. Yeah.
With Master P?
The day they called me boss. They make me boss.
Oh, my God. What was the video where they were in the boat? The tiny little raft.
I don't remember that video.
How you do that there?
That was on the playlist.
How you do that there?
That was on the playlist. Millionaire Gangsta.
I swear he's in a little boat.
So I was in my bag. I was feeling it yesterday.
Okay.
And the moment I see Shasky in the parking lot, oh boy, I'm worried about this one, man. This could be the end of our season. I'm like, dog.
Oh boy,
dog. Come on.
I'm looking at it right now.
Fan, like, come on, dog.
Young Bleed, and it's Master P and him, and they're on a yacht. It's great. It's not a little boat. It's a big boat.
Spadoni, my guy, he's got to stop worrying.
Say
about everything.
Say they want to do that. That song was so sick. If you didn't like that song in 1998, what were you doing?
888-957-9570.
Double disc?
So can you promise me when we get on that red eye, all the worries will be left in the city?
I'm going to be bumping nothing but Eve and Beanie Siegel.
All right. There we go. No worries. It's going to be all right.
Okay, thanks, Bob Marley.
Gosh. Too worried, man.
Hakuna Matata, baby. Come on, Lion King. Let's go.
Matata.
Means no worries for the rest of your days.
Let Guru worry. By the way, I hope Guru's okay. I did send him a text saying good game.
I love how he set everything up where I think we're going to lose this game.
He did.
So that he could win no matter what. I knew we would lose.
I knew what he was doing.
I didn't want to say it then.
He wasn't fooling anybody.
And then he said all week, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Was he at the game?
I didn't see him. Was he there?
I have no idea. Over under on the amount of minutes on the monologue about ripping Dak Prescott today in the first segment. How many minutes on ripping Dak?
Do they
2.5 minutes.
Cooper Rush would have won that game? Is that what they're doing?
Cooper Rush is not winning that football game. I'm sorry. Cooper Rush would have been a statue. Dak's ability to extend plays
He
helped
did a
the
good
Cowboys
job.
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the 2 picks notwithstanding, but I thought he actually did a good job with his movement.
Goo will be in the building. By the way, shout out to YouTube right now. 1,280 people streaming live on YouTube. I think we're setting records.
This is a record today.
Setting records.
Thank you, Larry
I got
June.
something else. I got something else to bring up as well. Putting up numbers. Numbers, baby. Leroy in Oakland. What's happening, Leroy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, you know, I'm always listening. I rarely get to call in because I'm getting ready to go to work. But I'm glad you guys took me quickly because I just want to say I had asked a question to a lot of people last week. Can Brock Purdy survive a playoff game with having an interception or a turnover? Could the 49ers survive that game? And now I'm thinking, can any quarterback going forward in these playoffs survive an interception or a turnover? I was so proud of Brock Purdy yesterday, not turning the ball over, not throwing an interception. And I think that's going to have to continue, not for just Purdy, but for every quarterback in the NFL going forward. I think whoever turns that ball over, they're going to lose. So I just want him to stay clean. He doesn't have to make mistakes with this great defense and with this great running game. He doesn't have to try to fit it in tight places. He can check it down because this defense is just so great, because the running game is so great, because Shanahan is such a great play caller. So he doesn't have to make the mistakes. Well, if he just stays cool, I don't see him throwing any interceptions, and I see us going all the way. But I think quarterbacks who turn the ball over going forward, they're going to lose in every
doubt.
game.
That's playoff football.
Leroy, you know what's interesting is that I think a lot of the film junkies, the people that break these things down, there was so much space between Niner players last week and the next closest Seahawk defender. What a contrast this week. I did not feel like there were many open spots to throw the ball in this game. To me, I thought Dallas was all over everything that they were going to do.
They were.
And I thought Brock did a good job not throwing forced balls.
How much do you think it helped Dallas that Dan Quinn knows Kyle Shanahan? He coached with him for 2 years. He saw him last season. Their defense is physical. It felt like they had the perfect scheme.
I agree.
And Dan Quinn knew some of the tendencies of a Kyle Shanahan coached team.
The slant wasn't there often.
Oh, he was all over that.
Right? And
one of them almost got picked off.
I know. And it just felt like, to me, they did a great job bracketing Ayuk and then taking away all the underneath stuff. And they didn't bite on a lot of the pre-snap motion stuff. You see so many teams kind of get discombobulated on the pre-snap motion. They didn't. And they stayed in their heavy box. They had Van Der Esch out there, I felt like, the whole game.
Folks are begging for Frisco Shasky, by the way. Where's Frisco Shasky?
I'm here.
Please
I'm
stand
chilling.
up.
I'm enjoying that the Cowboys lost. They suck.
All right.
So sick of Dallas.
Theo in Texas. Oh, Theo, what's the tenor up in Texas right now? What's the tenor?
Man, hey, I'm a faithful holding it down right here with my flag, dog. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are they saying in Dallas right now?
Oh man, they crying, man. I'm just laughing, dog. No, it's sad face, boo boo face around here, baby.
Boo boo face, boo boo face. What you got, Theo? What you got?
Hey man, I just want to say, man, I love y'all to death, man. I check y'all out every day, man.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that show y'all did with the Dallas where y'all roasting them.
Oh yeah.
I say, man, all my man kept saying was, we got the better quarterback, better quarterback. Well, your better quarterback lost you the game, bro. Hey, faith all the way, man. I love y'all. Keep doing it. God bless you, bro.
Thank you, Theo. Appreciate the call all the way from Texas. You know what's funny is those Dallas guys. Not to harp on them. They're just.
I mean, that's your analysis of the game.
Well, it's Western Conference Finals. We have the better player. We have Luka. He's the best player on the floor. Okay, well, who's the next 5 best? I'll give you Luka. Even though he's not the best player on the floor, Steph is. But I'll give you Luka.
Yeah.
What about the next 5?
I mean,
Steph, Clay, Dre, Wiggins, Poole. So, despite, we got the better quarterback. You may have the better quarterback, but the better quarterback threw 2 interceptions.
Well, and I
should have thrown 4.
I would argue that Tony Pollard might be more important to their offense than Dak Prescott, which is a wild sentence to say. But, considering how that game was going yesterday, don't you think Tony Pollard's in that game changes the entire second half?
Oh, it does. You use them in a red zone.
Yes.
That pass to Zeke goes to Tony Pollard.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It was a big loss for the Dallas Cowboys. Huge equalizer for that 49ers defense because Dallas, in my opinion, were controlling the pace of the football game.
And
they were getting yards. They were flipping field position. They were getting what they wanted. They converted third downs early in the football game. In the second half, they couldn't convert third downs. And again, Ezekiel Elliott, I told you this all week. You give him a carry, it's a win for the 49ers. He is done.
How about that throw to him in the red zone that goes off the shoulder pads up in the air? And I'm
After the Ray fumble.
I mean, you got to make that play.
That's Tony Pollard.
I know. I think he scores on that play. Even though the throw was slightly behind him, I think you score on that play for Tony Pollard.
Let's go to Ricky in Danville. My man, Ricky.
What's up, Ricky?
Ricky, what's happening?
What's happening, fellas? What's happening? Freaking is fun, man. That was that house. That's our home. This is home now. You know what? That game last night cemented it for myself. I'm a candlestick boy. I missed the stick. But, man, this is home, like Canal would say. This is home right here. That place was live. You know, good job for how high those prices for tickets were, how live that crowd was in there. We was in every play, every play. That defense, I love our team. I love our team. I love our coaches. I love Peters, Lynch, all them, Guido.
Hey, Ricky, great call. That atmosphere yesterday was something else.
How about all the Cowboy fans on their sideline? I was like, there are a lot of Cowboy fans.
There's a lot of blue in there.
But I thought Niner fans were ready for the moment.
Dallas fans was feeling themselves. And the best part about the environment, I don't know about Section 327.
It was off the hook.
Our section stood the whole time.
Oh, we pretty much stood the whole time.
We
sat when they were on offense because, I wanted people to, quiet down, because nothing drives me crazier than everyone screaming and yelling while we're on offense. It's like, nah, get down and we're good. But, yeah, it was great. And there was a couple of moments where it was like, I remember my first game when I was 7. Mm-hmm. When I heard some of the comments there, it was pretty interesting from Cowboy fans.
No, Cowboy fans were feeling themselves. They didn't talk too much later on in the game. I was telling them in the fourth quarter, I said, hey, 14 minutes, 58 seconds left in your season. How do you want to remember it? I was telling this guy the Jason Witten jersey. I was like, so are you going to Cabo or Cancun? What time is the lockers getting cleaned out? Will it be spick and span and walking out of that stadium singing, na, 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 na.
Oh, that was so good.
Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Felt good. I just felt like the Niners had to have that one. I don't know what's going to happen in the next, in the NFC title game in the Super Bowl.
Who cares?
But that was one yesterday that I had to walk out a winner.
Worst Cowboy jersey you saw yesterday?
Worst Cowboy jersey I saw. There's a lot of bad ones. I saw a great one. Roger Staubach.
I saw a couple Staubachs.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Saw some Wittens. I saw some Dez Bryants. Oh, you know what? There's a guy 3 rows in front of me. He had his Cowboy shirt on.
Uh-huh.
So he got cold. He was cold. Dude bought a 49ers beanie.
No, he did not.
He was wearing a Cowboy shirt with a 49ers beanie. And we're like pointing at him, what are you doing?
Oh, my God.
I'm cold. I need to cover my ears. So you bought a Niners beanie. It's a bad look. So he wanted to walk out a winner no matter what. What a joke.
Was that Guru or?
No, I don't think Guru showed up.
He didn't go?
I don't know. Does anybody know if Guru? There's no pictures.
I imagine him doing a video like Skip Bayless throwing his Dak Prescott jersey into the garbage. All right, it's injury report time.
Guru didn't come. Dude, there's no way Guru was at that game. No chance. Injury report. Both the Niners and Cowboys had players leave early in yesterday's NFC divisional round tilt. Niners briefly were without the services of defensive lineman Charles Omenihu after he exited the game in the second quarter with an oblique injury. After going to the locker room, he did eventually emerge slowly on the sidelines. That could be a big loss for the 49ers. Charles Omenihu not playing in that Philadelphia game, oblique injury. I don't like the sound of that. After going to the locker room, of course, he did come back to the sideline. The Cowboys had a more impactful injury, of course, losing Tony Pollard late in the first half with a high ankle sprain. He did not return to the game, and he left Levi Stadium with a walking boot. Tough blow for the Dallas Cowboys as they lose to the Niners 19-12. 19-12. Niners win. Injury report brought to you by Boxer & Gerson, Northern California's premier workers' compensation law firm, helping injured workers get their lives back for over 40 years. Speaking of Boxer & Gerson, we need to hear from Hillary. Somebody get Hillary on the phone. Get Hillary out here. Hillary, the bat signal's out. We got some things to talk about. Zinni, the official eyewear of the San Francisco 49ers, shop from over 3,000 styles at 80% off retail prices exclusively at Zinni.com. All right, 8 o'clock hour coming up. I see over 1,370 people on YouTube right now.
God.
Let's get that bad boy up to 2,000. 888-957-9570. 888-957-9570. Let's smoke that cowboy pack together.
Let's go.
Who gets the game balls? What was the key to the game? What's your impressions on Brock, Shanahan, Fredwater Jr.? All that coming up on the Morning Roast.
Smoke weed every day.
It's a Monster Monday on 95.7 The Game. Brought to you by John Vai's Bay Area Houses. Thinking of selling your home but don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtors, photos, and showings? With John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com. You don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Visit John Vai's Bay Area Houses.com.
Christian McCaffrey continues to deliver on the field. But off the field, the superstar running back has to look his best, wearing our favorite brand, Flag and Anthem. From the best flannel shirts and the most versatile quarter zips that layer up with everything in your closet, to shirt jackets, hoodies, and durable jeans with a hint of athletic stretch, Flag and Anthem makes premium quality clothes with an attention to detail at a fair price. Or in other words, the kind of clothes that will last you years. Head over to flagandanthem.com today and use the code GAME, G-A-M-E, for 25% off your purchase. Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life.
Every small business owner knows business happens everywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started for just $49.99 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to a $750 prepaid card.
Flight 291 is now aboard.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and autopay. New 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
The Prophetic Matrix. Unlock the secret code to your destiny. A new revolutionary book by Michael John Toste. The first ebook to make history by being filmed in space. Discover your unlimited future. Get The Prophetic Matrix now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Neuropathy pain? Call Dr. Robert Dees, DC, 925-393-0100.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you that money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types qualify, including those who took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help your business too. Just go to GetRefunds.com and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly, different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
What's it like to go to the South Pole? How do some animals change color? Can you catch a liar?
That's dangerous territory.
Can you trust a gut feeling? What about yawns?
Yes, yawning is contagious.
Mike Simpson here, and on my podcast, I've Got Questions. We go through all these things we're curious about and some stuff you probably don't expect.
Yo, strawberries are not even fruits at all.
So what are they? I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every pro is an MVP to us. As a Lowe's MVP's Rewards member, you can earn bonus points when you shop select products and brands. Then redeem them for exciting rewards like tools, sports memorabilia, e-gift cards, and more. Join today to become a member and start earning. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms. While supplies last. Points expire at end of calendar year. Visit Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points for details.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed. And a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Streaming only on Peacock. From the mind of Ryan Johnson, the writer-director of Knives Out.
Miss Gale, you've got this gift, always knowing the truth.
I only know if something is a lie. The real trick of it is to figure out why.
Natasha Lyonne is Charlie Cale.
It wasn't an accident. I think there's been a murder. You watch too much Dateline.
A new 10-part mystery series.
Wolves on my fender. I gotta keep moving. I have been kind of a death magnet.
Poker Face, streaming January 26th, only on Peacock.
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free
Oh, baby. How you feeling, Niner fans? Smoking that Cowboys pack. Big time game at Levi Stadium. As we say good morning to everybody out there getting off their graveyard shift. If you're at work, what is up? If you're getting ready for work, drive safely on the roadways. Don't speed. Just chill out and enjoy this victory over the Dallas Cowboys, 19-12 yesterday. Good morning to all the students, all the kiddos out there, teachers, cops, CHP officers, firefighters, janitors, bakers. Shout out to the bakers and Boudins on 10th and Gary, baking that good old bread. My old neighborhood, Shasky. I miss it. But I don't miss seeing the Dallas Cowboys going home in the second round. They haven't gone to an NFC title game since 1995. 1995, Dallas Cowboys haven't sniffed an NFC title game. Oh, they're so close.
How can you be America's team when you never win in the playoffs?
I mean, you haven't won in 30 years. You haven't won nothing. Nothing.
I mean, are they the Nebraska of the pros?
Not quite. Nebraska's terrible. Nebraska will never be. Nebraska's awful.
I mean, like, what is the equivalent? Like a team that was great? Like, are they the Cincinnati Reds? Like, what are they? Because their brand is still strong, but like
the brand is strong.
It does not replicate what like it's a disproportionate return in terms of how good they are in the playoffs.
I could see them being like the Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, that's
having a couple years here and there. Good. They sell out. They think their brand don't stink. They get 100,000 in their stadium.
They win a big regular season game and then lose right after.
Heck, they may be the Texas Longhorns.
That's a good one. I mean, they're just. I find it so funny that this is the team that gets shoved down our throat at every turn. And now I know why, though, too. Because their fan base, here's the funny thing is, none of them are from Texas.
None of them.
None of them.
All these Bay Area Cowboy fans.
Oh, my second
Jersey.
cousin's best friend's uncle was a Cowboy fan.
So John Wall, walking out, and I looked to my left. I'm like, because I could see the neck tattoos.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, is that John Wall? I'm like, hey, John.
Was he doing the Dougie?
He wasn't doing the Dougie.
Like the Jabberwockies?
I think the Dougie's done. The Jabberwockies are good.
Hey, they're sick. They set the tone at halftime.
They're legit.
I was feeling that.
Yeah, I was, it wasn't like my boy Baby Bash, but,
I like Baby Bash.
Good.
Don't hate on Baby Bash.
All right.
V-Town's finest.
V-Town's finest. All right. I like you were hating on Baby Bash.
No,
last
I was
week.
not.
I love Baby Bash.
No, I was not.
Love Baby Bash.
I was hating on Dr. Disrespect.
Well, I'll let you do the hating on that one. Dr. Disrespect, was he in the building yesterday?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
And he's from Texas or something like that.
Go figure.
Yeah.
All these Bay Area Cowboys. John Wall, he's walking out. I'm like, John? Oh, man, the Clippers had a game earlier that day.
Did he remember you from being in the locker room of Warrior games?
No, of course not. Of course not.
John Wall, Bonte Hill, NBC Bay Area Sports and what do you start with? NBC?
Who the hell is John?
Or 95.7 The Game?
When I'm in the locker room, I don't say my name. I just ask them questions.
No, I meant like in like real life, in a situation like that, in a setting like that.
No, I don't do it at all. I never name drop.
Yeah.
I never name drop where I work.
He was like,
I never name drop what I do. People do that for me. I don't do it. I don't do that. Hey, I'm Bonte Hill. I work at 95.7 The Game, Morning Russ. Hey, I'm Bonte. And then
Would
they
you tell
say,
Bob personally that I said hi?
No, I will not. And then what they do is, wait, Bonte, are you the guy from, hey, nice to meet you? Before they even say it, I say, hey, nice to meet you. Good to see you.
So, John Wall, come on, get to the point.
You kept cutting me off. I can't get through the damn story. So John Wall's walking out. I'm like, John Wall, you a Cowboy fan? Yeah, man. I mean, America's team. I was like, John.
America's.
I go, John, you're from Carolina. Because, well, we didn't really have the Panthers growing up.
Okay, he's 30.
He's 32 years old.
Okay, and the team was originated 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
1993.
I know. I guess his family was a Cowboy fan.
Come on,
or
Jake
whatnot.
Delhomme? Steve Smith?
But I was like,
Muhammad
yeah, I know.
Muhammad.
Mushin Muhammad. Come on now.
Who was
Stephen Davis?
Tim Bianca Batuka?
Yeah, Bianca Batuka, then Stephen Davis at running back.
Kevin Green?
Come on. They had ballers.
Seifert?
Ballers.
Steve Berline?
Come on. Carolina Panthers. So he was like, yeah, I grew up a Cowboy fan, and he didn't really had the Panthers, but it's all good. I said, hey, we need that Clippers-Warriors playoff matchup because are we going to get that?
Oh,
we're going to get that. But he was cool.
Of course.
It's like, oh, there's John Wall. And I happened to be on FaceTime with Mech, young Mech from Warriors World.
Oh.
It's like, Mech, why? I couldn't even see Mech. Anyway, that's my John Wall story that got butchered because the butcher wanted to slice it up. Tell his little jokes.
Trying to make it more palatable for the audience that does not care about your interaction with John Wall.
Say it, Cowboy. You brought up Cowboy fans from the Bay Area.
They're the worst.
And the Cowboy fans, they're not even from Texas. Well, that's one example of a guy being from North Carolina rooting for the Dallas Cowboys. Out of all the teams, you're in Carolina. Washington's up the road. Baltimore's up the road. You got Miami. You got Jacksonville. You got Atlanta. But yet you like the Cowboys. It's the whole point of the damn story.
How many people are booking flights to Philadelphia? God, I'd love to hear from you.
I don't know. That's a great question because flights are going up. Prices are going up.
Hey, was that the most expensive ticket in NFL playoff history yesterday?
I don't know.
I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you could look that up. Lubman. He's asking you, Lubman. Look it up. I haven't heard from Sam Lubman all show.
You got to Google
Well, I have been talking. You guys usually just talking over me. What else is new, though?
I haven't seen the microphone come on once.
Lubman.
The only thing I see from Lubman is posting everything on IG.
Oh, dude, he's on fire. He was in that stadium at, 11?
I walked in around like 11:30, 11:45.
Was that your second playoff game?
That was actually, that was my second playoff game right after last week against Seahawks.
Your first indoctrination into Cowboys-Niners, huh?
No, that was my first ever Niners-Cowboys game. That is true.
What'd you think?
Oh, it was a great energy. Honestly, I was walking around the tailgates before the game, just kind of taking in the vibes and stuff. Dude, everyone was in such a good mood. Like Cowboys fans, Niners fans, they're drinking together, they're eating together. Like it was all love and good vibes in that parking lot. I was very, very proud of the crowd yesterday.
When you introduce yourself, do you say, I'm Bonte Hill's producer?
No, I just say Sam Lubman 95.7 The Game. I don't need to drop your guys' name. I'll say
I don't
Morning
even
Roast,
drop 95.7. Joe Shasky does. I don't do that. I don't know.
I did do a KTVU hit where they set our station wrong, and then I got right in there, and I was like, 95.7 The Game, Morning Roast, Bonte Hill,
What
Joe
did they
Shasky.
say?
I don't know, one of the guys from KTVU, Torres, he was like, and I apologize if I forget his first name, but normally I do it with Frank Malacote.
So
or
you did it with
Claudine.
another guy. So you forgot the guy who interviewed
he
your name?
said our station letters wrong. So instead of me correcting him, I just kind of said, Joe Shasky, 95.7 the game. And, I want to make sure people hear it,
honest
right?
to God, I've never introduced myself as, hey, Bonte Hill, 95.7 the game.
No, we don't need to.
I just, hey, Bonte. I try to be incognito.
James Torres.
Yeah.
Okay, I got your ticket price here.
Guy interviewed you. What'd you say, Lubman?
So I got the ticket price here. Tickets were the most expensive divisional round ticket ever.
Told you.
On the secondary market, we're going for $1,420.
So I was on
Tibbs have a
So I was looking at Ticketmaster during the middle of the game, right? There were seats in the 400s going for $12,000.
Wow.
And this is the first quarter.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
In our section alone, I saw seats just to the right of us. Now, I don't want to tell you what my price point is on my ticket. It's not that expensive. It's one of the cheaper ones in the stadium. I freely admit that. They were going for $800 a pop before all the surcharges.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. And you know what? That's a record that's going to continue to get broken. If you get Cowboys, Niners, if you get Cowboys, Eagles,
inflation.
You know, if you get a Bengals Chiefs second round matchup,
Eagles,
Burrow versus
Niners
Mahomes
next week, man, it's going to be pricey.
No doubt. NFC title game. Last year was pretty pricey. I spent a pretty penny. However, it got expensed due to our great friends at Boxer Gerson.
I am very worried about the amount of Niner fans in Philadelphia. I don't think we're going to be able to take over. I think this is going to have a Celtic Warrior feel to it.
Before we go back to the lines.
In terms of, there were no Warrior fans.
Before we go back to the lines, our program director, Matt Nahegan, worked in Philadelphia for 10 years.
Yeah.
One of my bosses at NBC, Dave Bernstein, is from Philly.
Uh-huh.
Loves the Eagles, wears his Eagles hat. Last week he told me, Bonte, if I were you, I would not go to that game.
Why?
It gets nasty. Matt Nahegan just told me, he goes, if you go in there with Niner gear, they're going to throw things at you.
I mean, that's pretty low. If you're throwing things at people at a game,
that's what they do.
Then
They
that's
pour
low
beers
level.
on you.
That's low level.
They pour beers on you. Shasky, we're gonna have to be a lockstep, brother.
Thank God you're 6'4".
Yeah, well,
They threw stuff at Santa Claus, so I mean, you can't be surprised.
Well, I'm worried now in Philadelphia because he's Shasky. Hey, thank God you're 6'4". What is San Fran Shasky gonna appear?
No, I'm gonna be wearing my red Niner coat. I already know exactly what I'm wearing.
Help me out if we got a fight.
I know exactly what I'm wearing.
Stitch Shasky?
No, I'm just saying that, sometimes, when you're there with a bigger human being, people don't want to mess with you.
Forecast, by the way, for Philadelphia next Sunday.
49
it's looking, 47 degrees with a low of 31 potentially. So not terrible.
Not
cloudy.
terrible.
Look, here's the thing: when you go on any away game, I'm not looking for trouble. That's the number one thing. Now, can trouble find you? Trust me, I'm well aware. Trouble can find you at any spot, anytime, anywhere if you're looking for it. But I don't go in looking for trouble. So
never instigate the opposing
exactly.
fan
I'm there to have
base,
fun, and enjoy the atmosphere. And a little razzing back and forth is one thing. If you're throwing beers on people, that's low life.
Well, that's what they do. They throw batteries. They throw glasses.
I don't think they're going to be like that. I don't.
Oh, well, that's everybody from Philadelphia tells me they're exactly like that.
I hope not.
So I hope you prepare yourself, Shasky. We're going to have to be in lockstep, buddy.
I know. And we're gonna have to find other Niner fans who are in lockstep.
No doubt.
And we'll have to go in a pack.
We need to walk into the stadium together.
Yes.
This is going to be nasty. This is going to be a trip.
Is E40 gone?
Yeah,
Just
but
find
he'll
out.
probably be in a suite.
Maybe we get the media credentials. Can they get us media credentials? Just so maybe if someone invites us into the suite, we can get in.
Oh, now you get shook, huh?
Well, yeah,
get a little shook
if
now.
I can get into a suite.
What happened? What happened 5 minutes ago?
Well, look, time out.
Now you want to go hide in the suite?
I didn't mean like that. I meant if E40's got a suite. You're saying E40's got a suite. I'll go in E40's suite. That would be a memorable moment.
Now he wants to, the man of the people, the man who likes to be in section 327 wants to go hide in the suite.
I went to the Celtics game by myself twice.
I went to Dallas last year by myself. That's what happens. Big boys do. That's a big boy
You
move.
and half of the Niner fan base went.
Oh, man, Shasky. Oh, no. That was so funny.
Well, I mean, when you said the suite. Well, because last year you got in a suite with Rocco and left me and my dad hanging.
No. Time out. We were sitting in row number 10 from the field.
I got a lame text message. If you've got time and if you want to come slide through, I'm like, dude, I'm not leaving these seats with my dad.
No. This is what happened. Darrell Wright, Dwayne Wade, we're in the suite with E40.
Okay.
And before the game, D. Wright hit me, goes, turn around. Rocco and I turn around, and it's D. Wade and D. Wright throwing up the peace signs to us. Ask Rocco. He's throwing up the peace sign
ever.
Right? And so D. Wright's like, yo.
Nixon?
So D. Wright, he sends the text saying, hey, at halftime, come up to the suite. Let's take a shot. So Rocco, I'm like, Rocco, let's go to the suite. We go to the suite. It's Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade, and D. Wright. We all take a shot together. And D. Wright poured a fat tequila shot. It was like half a glass. And
that's not a shot then.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically a drink that we just chugged. And then E40, he's on the other side. He sees Rocco and I. He comes over. Oh, hold on. I got to say what's up to my peoples. Comes over, daps us up. We watch like 3 plays in the suite. We're like, hey, D. Wright, we're going back to our seats.
So for me wanting to have an experience like that to tell everyone for the rest of my life, I'm now
but
being
it was organic.
Like,
it was organic.
Well, no, I'm just.
It was like we got invited up for halftime. That's it.
All right. God, what a win against the Cowboys. God, what a win. Was that your favorite Levi's game yet?
That was a good one. That was a fun one. That was it.
I think it's my favorite Levi's game because the tension and the anxiety. We've been very lucky in all the playoff games at Levi's. We've had a pretty comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
You know, the Cowboys game's number 1. The Packers NFC title game felt like a party.
Yeah.
That was a party.
Viking game was tighter than the score indicated.
Yeah, no, that was a tough physical football game.
Wasn't like yesterday.
No, it wasn't like yesterday. The number 2 game at Levi's shows how much they haven't won at Levi's Stadium. The number 2 win for me was the Jacksonville game on Christmas Eve back in 2017.
No.
I swear to God.
Bigger than the Saturday night game against the Rams?
That was big.
That was all with Fred Warner going
that was
pick 6.
That was a good game. That was a good game. That's in the top 5 for sure. That Cowboys game felt.
That Steeler home opener?
That Jaguars game felt something special.
Okay. I'll back off.
But no, the Steelers game was good. There's a couple, but for me, the environment, the atmosphere, how that crowd popped, that was similar to the Jaguars game. Yesterday, the crowd popped, no doubt. Let's go to the Lions. Lions are backed up. Let's go to Jay in North Carolina. Don't stand down in Philadelphia, Shasky. I need your back. I need your help.
Hey, let's go Niners. That was a good win Sunday.
What's up, Jay?
Well, you got a great voice, Jay.
Damn. Trying to take our job?
Man, I'm looking for. Hey, I just wanted to say a little bit about that Purdy, man. He doing his thing out there, but I think that Garoppolo, he was having a great year. I think with CMC in there with him, he probably would have been able to do some of the same things. But like y'all was saying, I don't know about the trust level with him because of his past. You know, my man came out 1 game, 4 tugs. It took him 6 to get 4. So, you know.
Thanks for the call, Jay. Hey, this will make you feel good. Coach Buck. Coach Buck. What up, Buck? Went to Philly game last year, week 2.
And?
Said that nothing happened. The Coliseum or Candlestick was way worse than Lincoln Financial. Philly toughness is overrated. By the way, I was with 3 other 6'4" cats.
Coach Buck's huge.
So I need another 6. Well, could any 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guys be alongside with me? Because I got Shasky. All right, we need Shasky.
I'm the Brock Purdy. I need a Trent Williams. Where is my Trent Williams?
Oh, man. Let's go to Ian in South Carolina.
You got to have a Suge Knight with you.
South Carolina, North Carolina, Nebraska,
North
Chicago
Carolina,
today. Man, we're all over the country. Power rank that.
Honest, baby.
PD
What's up,
Pablo?
Ian? Ian or Ian?
Ian Eagle.
Yeah, man. Talking about job Kyle Shanahan does, he didn't just lose his 3 quarterbacks. You're talking about he lost Mike McDaniel, his right-hand man on offense. He lost Salah, his defensive coordinator, Super Bowl defensive coordinator. I mean, this job he's doing is incredible. I mean, who has lost as much as he did and kept the team rolling the same level, if not better? Name one. Name somebody in the last decade. I'm waiting.
Andy Reid?
I mean, who did he lose 3 quarterbacks?
Doug Peterson?
Doug Peterson's pretty good.
I mean, no, it's a great point. No one say, I agree with you.
Shanahan's been a hell of a coach. Coach of the decade, I don't know. Belichick's got rings. There's a guy named Bill Belichick who exists. All right? But Shanahan, he's doing a good job. This is by far his best coaching job in his tenure.
And today's not the day to have this opinion, but like this year's, like right now, success. Like this year was an unbelievable success. Unbelievable success. Do I want more? Of course I want more. Do I want to win a Super Bowl? Of course I want to win a Super Bowl. Of course I want to beat Philly and all those things. But like straight up, to get to this point, Come on, man. At the beginning of the year, if I would have said all the things that would happen, you'd miss Eric Armstead for some time, you'd miss Debo for a period of time, you'd lose all of your quarterbacks essentially and be rolling with Brock Purdy at this point, whether he was a first, third, seventh round pick's irrelevant at this point. The point being is like you're on Brock Purdy, the third quarterback heading into fourth, technically, if we're looking at the depth chart at the beginning of the year before they cut Sudfeld. Like, dude, what an unbelievable success this year is. Now, it's not mission accomplished yet because the final goal isn't there, but you could still have an unbelievably, wildly successful season. Yeah. I think it's been one of the most fun Niner seasons ever.
It's been a fun year. They've won, what, 12 in a row? They won 12 games in a row.
It's incredible. That's got to be one of their longest streaks.
Yeah, I can't recall them ever winning 12 in a row. We have to look that up. Mike in Fremont, are you a Cowboy fan that lost a bet? Then we'll get to the special. We got a special call coming up.
Oh,
Mike in Fremont, don't tell me you're a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, I'm a first time, long time. I am a Cowboy fan from the city. I went to Wash, and I got a cashing on the bet saying I'm an Niners fan until we play next year, which sucks. Sadly, but yeah. And I have to give a shout out to my homeboy Dirt, who makes it with me.
Yeah, Dirt. So wait a minute, Mike. Let me get this straight. You have to be a Niner fan up until the Niners play the Cowboys again.
Yeah, next year, yes.
So you have all season. You've got to wear Niner gear.
Pretty much, in essence, yes.
Damn.
That might be the worst bet ever.
That is a terrible. Why'd you shake on that? You must have been real confident, Mike.
Very confident. Very confident.
So how are you feeling this morning?
So do you want Dak gone now?
I did want Dak gone, and I want Jerry Jones to step down and hire an actual GM, but that's never going to happen. You know what I mean? I am what you call a logical Cowboys fan. I'll never say this is our year every year. I'm realistic.
Mike.
I knew going into this game we had a chance to beat them if the play calling was correct and if Dak did not throw interceptions, which he did. So sadly, we got to wait till we get an actual GM and an actual coach.
I don't think the GM is that big of a problem. Your roster's pretty damn good. I know everyone harps on that. Yeah. The roster's great. Execution?
The roster's great, but then again, you know what I mean? When will we get over that hump?
I know. I hear you.
All right, Mike. Man. That's a good call.
I mean, the roster is great. It's a great roster.
Very good defense. But you know what? I love the fact that Jerry Jones goes home against that. And later on today, when the Cowboys, I'm assuming they flew back yesterday. Today they're cleaning out the lockers.
How about them Cowboys?
Today the Cowboys.
He's 80, Jerry Jones.
Are orchestrating exit interviews.
80. You think he wants to go through another coaching search?
Mike McCarthy is sitting in his office right now, getting back the playbook, saying, "Here's the goals I want you to work out for next season."
Al Michaels is 1 year younger than Jerry Jones.
Wow. Jerry Jones looks like he's.
Do you believe in miracles? No.
Jerry Jones has morphed into Montgomery Burns.
1,000%.
He is. Oh my God, he's a mess.
Are they saying boo or boo earns? They're saying boo earns.
Let's go to the Bud Light guest line. All guests appear on the Bud Light guest line. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. We got Papa Shasky on the line.
Oh my God,
Papa Shasky.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Hey, I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, Fonte, this is for you.
Go ahead.
Ooh, baby.
I like that. That's a 3.
You sound like you should be in San Bernardino with that.
Hey, Papa Shasky, how's the Bologna's house?
Last night we were at the Bologna's and we didn't eat till after the game and skirt steak and artichokes and baked potato and shrimp. I had heartburn last night. I was up late. I wanted to get up early and listen to you guys, but I couldn't make it this morning.
The Tums didn't kick in fast enough?
Well, I couldn't find them. I was searching the house. Noreen was saying, what the heck are you making all that noise? I'm trying to go to bed. I can't find the Tums.
All right, so what'd you think of that game?
Oh, my God. You guys, I got to say, so I'm there with John last night watching the game, right? And he says to me, do you remember we went to the game? We were like 13, 14 years, 1971. I think we were 14 years old. We took the bus out from the city, from our house out the Candlestick, right? And we left early.
Oh.
So this is the moment that I learned you never leave early. But we were ahead 28-27. We got on the bus because we knew the bus was going to be crowded. We got on the bus. We got home. We found out that they lost 30-28. And I never left a game
Cowboys
ever since that point. Ever.
Yeah.
That game last night, I don't think I'd ever been as nervous. I sat on the edge of my seat I ate 2 fingernails the whole fourth quarter. I said I quit. It was the most nerve-wracking game. It was a great game, great defensive game. The offense was a little shaky, but I got to say the defense stepped up big time. Those two picks, and I thought that Mitchell should have slid down.
Yeah, he should have. Yep, I'm with you. By the way, how did Noreen hold up yesterday with you yelling into Bologna's house?
He was fine. And then Greenlaw walks into the house and he drops it. That could have.
How about Armstead not sacking Dak?
Now, number 3, they had 3 steal the deals at the end of the game that just kept the anxiety level higher. Are you kidding me? And even down to 5 seconds, they go, they're going to do this.
Hey, Papa Shasky, are you worried about us going to Philadelphia?
No. Well, the thing is we're playing with house money, right? Because now we're the underdogs. So we're playing with house money, and every game that Brock Purdy's played has been a learning experience for him. So this last game, he went up against a good defense. It was a great learning experience, and I think it's a good learning experience for Shanahan as well to see what plays they're going to be able to call to get him in his rhythm.
How about him throwing multiple times on third down with the empty set formation?
Second to last
with Brock
drive.
Purdy. That was unlike Shanahan in years past.
And he was throwing dimes right to Ayuk and the other dime right to McCaffrey for those 2 first downs. Are you kidding me? I mean, the kid's got moxie. I got to give him that.
Yeah, he does.
All right, Papa Shasky. Hopefully you found the Tums. Hopefully the heartburn is dissipated. We'll talk to you later in the week, Papa Shasky.
So are you guys heading to Philadelphia next week?
Yeah, we already got our plane tickets.
Okay. How big is your suitcase?
Papa Shasky. Well, we'll definitely need
security. This is
security.
not Tiger King. I'm not packing you into my suitcase and taking you to Vegas.
Maybe we need Papa Shasky to come with us. So maybe somebody out there in Philadelphia will respect us.
Well,
awful good.
Dad, I'll send you my flights later.
I'm in for that.
Let's go, baby.
All right, Pops. I'll call you later.
Let's fly first class, Pops.
All right.
Let's fly first class.
His phone stinks.
Dude, shrimp, skirt steaks.
I mean, everything. And then he had heartburn all
and
night.
he ate 2 fingernails. Couldn't find the tubs.
I'm sure it was the fingernails that did it in on the heartburn.
All right. Jaime, Jordan, Sander. We're going to get to you on the other side. 888-957-9570. Let's give out some game balls. Who do you give your game ball to? Special teams, offense, defense. I think it's an obvious one for me. Robbie Gould hasn't missed a kick in his entire career in the postseason. He's now 29-29. 4 big field goals yesterday, right down the pipe. Fred Warner Jr. Love Fred Warner Jr.'s performance yesterday alongside Dre Greenlaw. Bosa, where are you? As Baby Chaz will say, hey, Papa, where are you? Hey, Nick Bosa, where are you? Are you going to appear in Philadelphia? I need the DPOY to stand up. Also, we have the Xfinity Fast 5 coming up. Xfinity Fast 5. Also, Sam Lutman. What's he doing right now? Let's see. Is he busy?
Doing a lot of things. I'm actually calculating our fantasy quarterback totals if we want to do that on the other side.
Here's my favorite. We were talking about going away, and Sam's like, if there's in the budget room.
I was not going to bring that up. I thought about that 15 minutes ago. Matt Negan changed the subject so damn fast.
When you guys said this morning we already got our plane tickets booked, I was like, you know what? I guess that kind of ends that dream. So you guys go have fun.
No, in the meeting, Lutman's like, so what about producer going to Philadelphia? And Matt Negan looked at him and was like, so about the show next week. I was like, damn. All right, clock.
I'm sorry, buddy.
All right, what's coming up? Sponsored by the law offices of Robert Costeen. Your phone calls as we wrap up the show. We're smoking that cowboy pack all morning long on the roast.
The Road to Glendale is brought to you by West Credit Union. Working for you today, tomorrow, together.
As we head into a new year, Golden State Lumber and Building Materials wants to remind you that they're ready to support your next project. And with locations at every corner of the Bay Area and well-stocked local inventory, they have the resources to provide you what you need when you need it. And that includes delivery to your job site anywhere in the Bay Area because they're dedicated to keep you ahead of schedule on every single project. And if you're able to do it yourself, well, you're invited to go visit your local Golden State. The trained staff there can help share their knowledge and direct you to the materials you need, which is what I did. Click goldenstatelumber.com for GSTV that offers educational and informative videos and spec sheets on a wide range of products. Over the last 70 years, Golden State has grown to include an incredible team of dependable partners and specialists. They've got you covered. Family owned for 3 generations. Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed.
So, the other day, I bought an extremely chatty...
Boring story time.
make that an extremely catty cockatoo.
You're welcome.
Apparently, the pet store won't take it back. But hey, I'll manage.
I love that for you.
Just like I manage without home internet.
No, you don't.
Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable.
Oh, Purdy likes to stream.
But I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
My lady friend. It's mating season, duh.
No home internet? It's not that bad.
No, not there.
It is that bad. Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
Thinking of selling your house, but you don't want to deal with repairs, cleaning, realtor photos, and showings? With John Buys BayAreaHouses.com, you don't have to do any repairs or pay any commissions. Call 510-426-7000 and John will give you a fair cash offer without any inspections, showings, or other headaches. That's 510-426-7000. When you sell to John Buys BayAreaHouses.com, you decide when you want to move, according to your schedule and your terms. John buys vacant houses, inherited houses, beautiful houses, fixer-uppers in any condition, as is. John buys BayAreaHouses.com provide you the easiest sell possible and assist you in every step of the way. If you want to sell and have any questions, please call 510-426-7000. That's 510-426-7000. And get the offer you have been waiting for.
Investing is confusing. Dawn raids, triple witching hour, candlesticks, crown jewels, bears, bulls, bear hugs, blue chips. It's one big word salad of uncertainty. Fortunately, Fremont Bank now has incredible rates on their savings accounts and CDs. And while savings accounts and CDs may not be known for their great rates at your current bank, at Fremont Bank, you can get great rates from a great local bank. To learn more, stop in or visit us online. We'll explain it all in plain language. Fremont Bank, serving the Bay Area since 1964. Member FDIC.
Hey Niner fans, George Kittle here with a pro tip for making the best play on your eyewear. Visit Zenni.com, the official eyewear of the 49ers. Zenni has changed the game for you, finally making prescription glasses affordable for everyone. At Zenni, you can find over 3,000 frames with unbelievable prices. Look for the Kittles collection so you can rock our styles every day too. So visit Zenni.com, start shopping from home using their virtual try-on, and change your eyewear game forever.
At Total Wine & More, save big on what you love this month with hundreds of deals. Get up to 35% off over 100 different wines and spirits, including Cabernet, sparkling wine, single barrel bourbon, and so much more. These savings are huge, and even better, they're on top of prices that are already the lowest in town. Deals this good don't last long, so visit Total Wine & More to find yours. Love what you find at the lowest price, only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
This winter, there are COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. If it's been at least 2 months since your primary series or original booster, schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
In San Leandro, 60 degrees and sunny skies today.
Weather brought to you by Pfizer and BioNTech. This winter, there are new COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. Schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov.
The other day, I bought a cockatoo. Hello! He's a handful, but I'll manage. Just like I manage without home internet. Sure, my mobile hotspot is slow and makes streaming shows unbearable, but I'm making do. Oh no, who's this?
It's mating season, duh.
No home internet? It's not that bad.
Don't settle. Get Xfinity Home Internet for just $19.99 a month for 1 year with a free streaming box. Call, click, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Offer ends 2/21/23.
It's your boy Guru from Steiny and Guru, noon to 3, right here on 95.7 The Game. Now back to the morning roast. I'm a roaster because these two guys are my guys. Yin and Yang, right here on 95.7 The Game.
I guarantee you Guru's not a roaster right now. Not right now. 12 o'clock will be must listen. because my power rankings, Guru's the number one guy here, and I can't wait to listen to him at noon.
I'm a roaster.
When he calls into the other stations, because he calls into like 1,000. Is he call as Guru? Or does he come
confirmed for the Pirates games post game? He definitely does.
Or is he Daryl?
He's Cowboy. He's
Daryl.
California Daryl or California Cowboy Daryl, something like that. Maybe it's Cowboy Daryl. I actually put on 105.3 to Fan on the way home just to listen to their post game show because I wanted to hear Guru. I didn't hear him. They were real sad. Oh, tears of a clown. Oh, it felt good. Bobby Boucher and the immediate pivot from Cowboy fans like RJ on Twitter. Well, what we found out today is Dak isn't it, but also San Francisco isn't either. And then Cowboy fans in the parking lot just full-blown Eagle fans. Yeah, well, Philadelphia's going to kick your butt. Go Eagles, go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Like out of Cowboy fans' mouth. Cowboy fans are so damn confused. They're so dumb.
Well, it's because they're also Yankee, Bulls, Laker fans.
Hey, be a Cowboy fan.
Pick your hockey team.
Oh, the tears.
I also like
so
Alabama.
Good. It tastes so good. Not all let me take that back. Not all Cowboy fans are.
Your tears are so yummy and sweet.
80% of Cowboy fans have no clue what's going on. All right, let's go to the lines. 888-957-9570. Xfinity Fast 5 coming up. Xfinity Fast 5. Oh, those guys. The water boy, Bobby Boucher. He shaved his beard off. The guy was so sad. Bobby Boucher, man. Oh, what a joke that trio is. Sander, Walnut Creek. Sander, what's happening?
Xander Schauffele.
Sander.
Going once.
Going twice.
Gone.
He gone. Jordan in Jersey. All the way to New Jersey.
Hey.
We're touching states today.
Jimmy, what's up?
What's up, baby? What's going on?
Quick thing. I just moved out here this past summer. I'm originally from the Bay. Huge Niners fan. I needed some Bay content, so I found you guys on YouTube.
Nice.
Love the content. Keep it up. But I'm surrounded by these Eagles fans now, and they say we're scared, but I believe in two things. We have a great defense. Will keep us in any game. And we have a quarterback in Brock Purdy that can make a downfield throw when we need it, when our offense is stagnant, that can give us a touchdown. So I like it. I like it where we're going forward.
I like it, too. By the way, Xfinity Mobile text line, shout out to the 408. Great seeing y'all in the green light yesterday, boys. Shout out to Anna taking pictures of us yesterday. Bate said, have my girl take the pic. She was ready to roll. Shout out to all the roasters out there showing love at Levi Stadium. All the roasters showing love all week long, man. It's been a great week. Great start to 2023.
Yeah, the difference between our girls, Anna's like, yeah, I have no problem taking the pics. My wife's like, yeah, I'm going to keep walking. I'll see you when you catch up. Michelle could not be bothered.
Yeah, hi. Michelle's not about that life.
No.
Does anyone really have a choice?
Do not put me in the picture. Do not have any. I'm
She just
good.
keeps moving.
Yeah.
She's just like
well, she's
Michelle,
got little
like-
legs, so, you got to keep moving.
I'm like, hey, Michelle.
Yeah. She's about her life. She's about her business. She's trying to get into that stadium.
Yeah. Jaime, San Pablo. Jaime.
And then she hits the tailgate and goes, can you get Anna a drink?
Yeah, of course. Jaime, what's happening?
Good morning, guys. So I have a question, actually. I'm a diehard Niner fan. I had season tickets at Candlestick. I met you guys at the NFC Championship last game in L.A. After the game, we were chopping it up.
Nice.
And I have a question to ask you guys. So my baby boy was born yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
In the morning, Cowboy game. It was a great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife gave me the option to name the middle name, to pick the middle name. So I'm right now we're trying to sign the birth certificate. I'm either going with Bosa or Purdy or Brock or Bosa.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel uncomfortable trying to be a part of this kind of a decision. And let me just suggest, I wouldn't pick a sports person for the middle name. Maybe someone from family.
Yeah, pick your grandpa.
Yeah,
your
I'm
grandfather, your grandma. What is it? A little boy? You said, Jaime?
It's a little boy.
Yeah, I would do it after your father or your grandfather or whatnot.
Yeah, or maybe someone, an uncle or something that's very important to you or her.
What's the first name?
Aiden.
Aiden, and what's the last name?
Alejandro.
Aiden Brock Alejandro.
See, I like AJ, so maybe something with a J. If there's somebody like a John or a Juan,
Joseph,
or
name him after John Lynch.
My wife likes Brock.
So she likes Brock.
So
we can call him AB.
Warner's a sneaky one too.
What about Trey?
What about Trey?
Yeah, Jaime, you're on your own here.
Yeah.
You're on your own here. I'm not.
Speaking of
I'm sorry, Jaime.
Speaking of Warners.
Congratulations, though, on the baby boy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you and the family.
Charlie Warner had maybe the greatest block of his entire career last night. Did you see that block?
I did see that block.
That last second push, shove, incredible block.
No, that was a good block. Corey in Stockton, what's happening? You're on the roast.
What's happening, guys? Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
I will not name your child, so we're just going to say that right now.
I'm not that important. I'm not that special. Trust me.
Yeah, hey, guys, just want to let y'all know, man, Cowboys, man, you got to give it to them. But I tell you what, man, they need to recognize, man, they had us in the 80s, but this is our time to shine now.
Well, technically, we had them in the 80s. They got us in the 90s. Technically, they got us in the 90s, not the 80s. Keep going.
Yeah, technically, yeah, you're correct. But
go ahead, Corey.
I'll tell you what, man.
He got derailed.
My bad.
Yeah, he got derailed.
I like to be factually correct.
Yeah, no. Oh, you like accuracy now. What a difference a year makes. I'm kidding, Chad. I had to throw that jab at you.
It's fine.
I do. No, you're right, though. What a show, man. Look, we're a little rattled right now. When you get Jaime calling us, hey, what do you think I should go with, Bosa or Brock for the middle name? It's like, dude, I don't want Aiden to grow up 18 years old. So how'd you come up with Brock or Bosa, whatever the middle name ends up being? Oh, well, I called this radio show I used to always listen to the Morning Roast because God knows in 18 years,
that's what I'm saying.
We'll be picking up trash somewhere. Nothing wrong with that.
Like,
I love all the garbage.
Are there some kids out there named Scudero or Marco? You know what I mean? Like,
just the kid. Hey, how'd you come up with Brock? Yeah, I called this morning show I used to listen to. They suggested Brock Purdy. Like, what? I love you, Jaime. Don't ever give us a decision like that.
My kid's name's McCaw for Patrick McCaw. He's a rookie starting on the finals, playing important minutes. I think he's going to be a keeper.
I added Evans to his last name because of Jacob Evans, former first-round pick out of Cincinnati. Hey, he's got a ring. What?
Wow.
What are you doing, Jaime?
Wow.
Oh, that was funny. Philadelphia Eagles on deck for the NFC title game. We'll move on to them tomorrow. I know Baldy's going to have a lot of thoughts about them. 888-957-9570. Xfinity Fast 5 coming up before the changeover. Who gets your game balls? Frank Warner, Robbie Gold, George Kittle. Does Brock get a game ball for yesterday? Big J in Oakland. Big J, what's happening?
Happy Victory Monday, guys. I had a quick question I wanted to know from you guys. What about the tendency of Brock Purdy scrambling to the left? I noticed that it does it a lot and it limits him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if defenses are picking up on that.
Well, I thought
overload that right side on him.
It's a great point. And actually, I thought that the Cowboys, their contain was incredible. They said, you are not going to get outside the pocket, and we are going to set the edge and then close out on you. And I thought that Brock did a pretty good job of throwing the ball away. But, boy, he took a couple of unnecessary shots, B.
No, he did.
The one throwaway, he could have thrown it away much easier, and he decided to, spin back inbounds and backpedal only to get blasted. And it's dude, we need you to stay healthy.
Well, what needs to happen next week is the 49ers.
Reddick is balling.
49ers have to run the football.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles, and, again, Shaska, you've been on it. You've won in Philadelphia a long time. Early on in the season, I didn't really want those problems with Philadelphia because I do believe they're the most complete team in the NFC.
If we win, it would be an upset.
Oh,
they're the better team.
Massive.
And I'm not saying that no, they are. They've proven it throughout the year.
This team does have the better quarterback.
Yes. And I think that their offense is on par, if not better than the Niners.
So the second team, the Cowboys came in with 54 sacks in the regular season. That was tied for third in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City quietly had 55 sacks as a team. That's second in the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles amassed 70 sacks this season.
Wow.
That's 15 more than the Chiefs, who are second in the league with 55.
Too shy of the single season record, too.
Who is the single season record?
I think some team in the 90s.
Wow.
So, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat. Remember, they signed Linval Joseph.
Yeah.
They signed Sue and Dominican Sue.
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick is a problem.
Yeah.
Jason Hargrave, Brandon Graham. Brandon's come back. Brandon Graham's good.
Oh, it's the 85 Bears, actually, is the number one all-time, 72.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but they didn't throw as much back then.
They didn't.
So it is a surprising number, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you put it like that. 72, damn, 70 sacks for the Eagles. All right, we'll move on to number more.
That is pretty incredible.
That is pretty incredible. Michael in San Rafael. Michael, what's happening? You're on the roast. Michael, what's happening? Going once? All right, let's go to Sharika in Oakland. Sharika, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Good morning. This is Tasharika. I want to tell the caller to name his baby Niner. I think it's super cute. He's obviously a diehard Niner fan. He should name the middle name Niner. Just trust me on it. It's Aiden Niner Alejandro. I think he said that's the last name.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Aiden Niners Alejandro.
That's not bad.
Just name him after the team. There you go. Sharika. Coming up with the best idea all day.
Just don't get a tattoo. Because I saw that some Cowboy fan, a woman, had the tattoo of Super Bowl champs on her chest. It's like, ugh, you have to get that touched up.
I'm not gonna read some of these comments on YouTube. By the way, shout out to YouTube, Twitch, Xfinity Mobile text line. We're over 1,200 people right now viewing our YouTube. We've been over 1,000 for the last hour and a half.
408, watch the baby grow up to be a Cowboy fan. That's pretty funny, 408.
That would be funny. And by the way, shout out to the 49ers. Shout out to the San Francisco 49ers social media team. In case you missed it, because it's been deleted, the 49ers Pro Bowl video leading into the NFC divisional round game had my boy Joe Shasky set the tone like Barry Bonds in the Willie Mays doc. You had me follow up with a 3-second clip talking about it's personal, it's the Cowboys. And it was a great clip. We got tagged. People showed us a lot of love online, text messages, Instagram.
It was a sick hype video.
And it got deleted.
The 49ers themselves had it on Twitter and on Instagram. It was their original video content.
Their original video. And Facebook. And they had two guys who are not from the flagship station set the tone on their hype video. So shout out to the 49ers social media team.
Hell yeah.
I get why it was deleted. Probably has some snitches from the competition.
That's fine.
Probably not happy, but just know we're here.
And I just want to say that thank you, because it really, like, I almost shed a tear. Like, this is the team that I grew up loving and rooting for. This is deeper than just like, oh, it was really cool to be on. Like, that meant so much to me. And I understand things get deleted. I'm not mad at all. Like, I just appreciate that they actually threw us in there. Because literally, your boy had a tear coming out of his right eye.
It felt good. Felt good.
It was incredible.
We've had some moments on this show. We've had some real good moments on the show over the last year. That was one of them ones that you'll never forget. Cowboys, Niners, and it got the Morning Roast boys set the tone.
I know.
You're like Barry Bonds and Willie Mays stack. I was like, damn, let me rewind this real quick. I kept refreshing it. It's like I can't get past Shasky. The rivalries, the quarterbacks, the coaches. I was like, inject all of it into my veins.
I took my wife to Sushi Ran in Sausalito, which is one of my favorite spots in the world.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Michelle.
It was incredible. And I got the Apple Watch. She gets really mad because she takes the phone during dinner, and I'm not allowed to look at it, but the watch just kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. And I'm looking down at the watch when she goes to the bathroom, and I go, hun, there's so many text messages. I can't on the watch. You can only go back so far. I'm like, I need my phone. Something happened online. I don't know what, but something happened online. My phone's going crazy. She's like, really? You're going to do this right now? I'm like, Michelle, I think someone wrote a media column. Something happened. Like, I didn't know what it was. And when I saw that the Niners used our voices on their clip,
not even a flagship.
I was melted.
Already know what happened. Somebody,
whatever,
who's part of the competition, probably snitched, got a little butt hurt, got a little sensitive, saying, "Damn, well, we know who the voices of this Niner fan base are. We know where people go to when they want to hear 49er content the day after a football game. We know that. Now that's certified. It's solidified, I should say.
Yes.
We know. We know. And it all started from a Periscope.
Yes.
It all started from a Periscope on overtime with the post-game show where the team was stunk.
Yeah.
They know who to come to. So appreciate the 49ers, and I appreciate the snitches, because that's not the first time somebody from across the street has snitched on us doing a video at the Niners game.
Well, the one thing that's funny to me, and I think this is a testament to the fan base and how great it is, but when you and I first started doing videos, it's part of why we're here on the air right now.
Right.
We started doing videos. There was no 49er content online. Now, I know this has grown rapidly in the last couple of years. We were doing videos. No one was doing videos.
Nope.
And now everyone is. And I'm glad. The community is huge.
No doubt.
I've met a lot of people, great, smart football minds and fun people through this online stuff and seeing how it grows. It's fascinating to me. But I remember when we were doing it, and people were like, really? The team is what? Remember, they won the game against Seattle, and we're in the rain. And everyone's like, they shouldn't have won this game.
Right.
How are you happy? They're going to lose out on the #1 overall pick.
And we were like, forget tanking. It's about building cultures, winning cultures. That team, under Kyle Shanahan, needed a win like that. They needed to win a rivalry game like that and beat Russell Wilson and kind of derail their season. We needed that.
But think about where we went.
Oh, yeah.
We went from drafting #2 overall just a couple of years ago to now your third NFC Championship game appearance.
And you know what's fun?
And we've got all-time records on YouTube.
And you know what's fun? Is that we started a Periscope. We did the post-game show at the Hilton Hotel.
Yep.
Pre and post. Got it cracking. Dominated the post-game ratings. Dominated. And now we're here in the mornings. And we're going to continue to dominate. Yeah, I'm going to flex a little bit. I'm going to be a little arrogant. I'm tired of the snitches. I'm tired of the petty stuff that I've been hearing around this station or outside of the stations, as I say. And to see that video get deleted, it was cool. It's fine. I know why it happened. But still, we're here. We ain't going anywhere. Actually, we'll be in Philly. We'll be in Philly like we were in L.A. last year at SoFi Stadium, in Jerry's World, in Boston. You know where to find us at. We're here.